Mics are hot. Hello, friends.
They can't see us yet, so.
Oh, they will.
Dun, bah, dun, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
The merch is coming, Austin. I've been
Oh.
slaving away.
Have you?
I've been trying some different designs.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Two.
I mean, they can't even see us. We're talking. They can't even see us.
Oh, there we go.
I've been trying some my hand design.
Oh yeah, what have you been designing?
It doesn't look great. The t-shirts.
We should.
You were
accept my
so
sentence.
confident.
Send us the site.
You were so confident there. I was excited.
Yeah,
the way you were saying
hello, and welcome back to another exciting, fun-filled, fantastic episode of the Who Invited Will podcast. Now, I'm Jay, your host. To my left and your right is Neil.
it. Boys, boys, boys. Welcome back. Let's go.
To my right and your left is Will.
That's me.
And
We live, baby.
We're live.
Yeah. The three of us are back.
And better
Sorry.
than ever.
Sorry I missed the last show. You know,
No, you don't need
I
to
had a
apologize.
Actually, I'm not sorry.
They understand.
I'm sorry to the
Lives
listeners.
were
I think
Who
you
I'm
should
sorry-
apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. Absolutely nobody.
You know, I gotta say something.
Let's hear it.
I am already so sick of winter.
Yep.
I have a new
Hate
enemy.
it. It snowed so much here. For those of you who are joining us from outside the Denver metropolitan area, it rained. It snowed. It's just so cold right
It's
now.
sleet.
It's the
It's
next
cold,
2
it's
days.
icy.
It's gonna be the high for today and tomorrow is 25.
Is it really?
25.
I didn't even know that, and now I'm even more angry.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
mortal enemy, and
Who's-
it's
who's
winter. It's winter.
It's-
It's cold. You know, I
Saint
don't-
Nicholas.
Can we?
General,
So we all
General Winter, as Stalin called him, right?
Yeah.
that
Can
true?
we? I don't know. Can we all agree that winter is absolutely the worst season out of the 4 seasons?
I don't like it.
It's not even close, right? Like, how can you hate spring?
I'd way
or
rather stay
summer
at-
or fall.
I'd
Hold on, I'm
rather
gonna send some show
stay
links
at
to
the
people.
Hilton.
Is that a commercial?
Well, no, you said it's
This
way better than
episode
the
brought
4
to you
seasons.
by Hilton Hotels.
It's way better than
Hilton
4
Hotels.
seasons.
I guess
It's
That's
funny.
fine. No,
Hilton.
but winter absolutely stinks. It's easily the worst season by far.
Yeah, can you turn mine down a little too?
You know what I hate? I hate trying to drive in the winter around here because the
I hate-
roads are slick. People
It's the
are
truck.
flying by. No, I don't. I got new tires. It's not
It's
the truck.
not. It's the truck. I'm slipping and sliding in my new
New tires?
tires. I have sandbags that I never took out for a year, so I don't
It's
need to
still
do it
there,
now.
and
Yeah.
you're still sliding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just. Yeah, it just. I mean, there's nothing to do. You can go skiing, but that's about it. But you got to drive through the mountains to get there.
Paxton's calling.
So like, end it. Tell her to join the chat.
Text message.
Yeah,
Paxton,
I
what's
can't.
up?
I can't.
You're on the show right now.
Oh, really? Oh, hi, everyone.
What
It's
up,
Paxton? We got a call in from Paxton.
Paxton, it's Thursday. You know better. You know better.
Wait, I literally was calling. I was literally calling to say, like, when is your show? Because I thought it was, like,
It's live, actually.
Our show is right
You're
now.
actually on it.
Right here, right
Paxton, Paxton, what do you think about winter?
not winter.
now. What
Huh?
It's
Yeah.
coming.
No, it's here. Paxton, it's here.
Yeah, no, Neil hates winter. He hates the cold.
I hate it. It's my mortal enemy.
I mean, it's garbage. It's trash.
Yeah. Like,
Alright.
Yeah.
Pax, tune in. Watch the show.
Okay, I'll see you guys.
All right,
Arrivederci.
love you. Bye. Say bye to the audience.
bye,
Bye,
Paxton.
everyone.
Bye. So, when
What?
you're walking around in winter, at any moment you can fall and just wipe out
how
and
is
get
Neil
yourself
so
hurt.
loud?
I
Can-
don't-
Probably
Are
'cause I'm
you
just
deaf?
talking. No.
Are you like how?
turn up
Because your
his.
thing is loud.
Just his.
I'm gonna turn yours to max so you go
honestly-
deaf.
But honestly,
it
like you
sucks.
can walk around at any second, you can just wipe out and break your hip.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Why would anybody enjoy that? How is that like fun for anyone? Like at any
Because
second
I
you
shred,
can get hurt.
Break it. You can poke an eye out.
It's
You
like,
get a
oh.
snowball thrown in your eye. I mean, you could lose an eye
Let's
that
go
way.
skiing. Let's drive 4 hours.
Yeah, that's what it is. You don't ski.
Do
I
you?
No, but
The best. You know what the best thing about winter is?
what does that have to do
This
with it?
podcast.
Yeah.
It's the best thing about winter. I hope everyone's
Oh, can't see
cozying up.
us.
Cozying
Oh,
up
no.
with some. It just cuts off because no one touched it.
Close the screen thing.
Oh,
maybe.
that's probably what's going on.
It's probably
We
the
don't need to
screen
see.
sleeping.
It's the
Oh
same-
no! Look, the battery's flashing. You see that?
Yeah, it flashed on the screen, said change.
Oh yeah, the battery's low.
That
Oh,
sucks.
Neil.
So we're gonna
sucks.
transition
Hold on,
to
we'll-
the computer.
Thanks, Austin. We'll be back on video in like 30 seconds.
Bye bye.
See ya. Wow. So you guys
What
keep
a
them talking
shame.
audio only. Look, change the battery pack.
Wow, that's a nice alert.
Unbelievable.
So
Technical difficulties.
only good thing about this time of year
Yeah,
is
is the
my
show.
birthday.
Oh, and your birthday. Absolutely, it's your birthday. You know, I feel
was.
really bad. The whole chat was telling us for the last 5 minutes that the battery is about to die, and we didn't see it. And we've been talking with nobody being able to see us.
So many things at once.
Yeah, so
Thanks for looking out, guys.
yeah, we apologize for that. I forgot to charge the battery, so that's on me. It's absolutely on me. I wasn't on the last show. Right now, I'm slacking. So, Will, right now, happy belated birthday.
Thanks.
How you feeling? You're a little bit older now. You're 32. Well, you're 32. Yeah, is that okay? I just
Yeah.
said it in front of
Well,
millions,
now it is fine.
millions of people.
Yeah,
How was your birthday?
it was good. Relatively chill.
Really?
We went out to a.
I would
Yeah.
beg to differ on that.
I don't think it was just one guy. I think it was just one person that was there that happened to
What?
raise it up. I don't think it was that. I really don't think it was crazy. It was too many people to invite over, so we met out at a bar, and then it was just us hanging out. Oh wow, look at that, Jay!
Us? Yeah, I apologize for
guy.
everyone, man. We had like 20 people, and now we got down to like 5. That's my fault. I apologize.
It happens, man.
So yeah, what do you think was crazy about it? It was us at a bar talking.
Well, no. I mean, I showed up hours after you guys had been there.
Uh-huh.
And there was a drastic dynamic that I was not fitting into when I got there. I mean, you guys were having...
You took off pretty quickly.
No, not really. I was really tired.
Oh, you were there for a while? I mean, I remember that.
You guys were on another level.
Can you guys
Absolutely.
see us
Alex,
again?
Yeah,
Are we
you're
still
back.
good?
Oh, no, my gosh. 3 viewers. Jesus.
Look at our live, though.
No,
Hold
it's
on.
coming.
Let's
How-
reload it.
That's so sad.
We started off with a bang.
Wait,
That
you
was
just
so sad.
ended it?
No, hold on.
Oh, my God.
It should be good.
Oh,
It was at number 38 in Rhino. I showed up, and I came from a gala, so I was in a suit. I was way overdressed. Nothing I could do about
a
it.
gala.
Gala, however you want to call it. I
kidding.
show up. Will is feeling himself. He's feeling... There were guys and there were girls. I'd say he's 50-50. And
Lost sound now, too?
The girls were... Oh
Okay,
my
you're back.
God.
You're back. I think we're good. It looks like Jay is loading. I think
Sound.
we're all right.
Oh, it might just be...
No, it sounds.
It might
Is
just be the
everything all
connection.
right? I think we're good. Lost sound. Okay, you're back. I think we're all right.
Oh, my God.
I can hear. Thank
Yeah,
you,
Brad. Brad, he
So
should have
bad.
charged the battery. Yeah.
So, anyway.
Now it's like we
my
were
fault.
starting. We literally. What was?
You know,
what-
life happens. I got busy with life. Work happens. Stuff happens. And it's my fault.
So
Wait,
what
so
happened? You
Will's
showed
birthday-
up from the
Will's
gala.
birthday-
I
was
showed up from the gala.
gala?
I showed up from the gala.
Gala.
And Will was absolutely feeling himself. He was feeling pretty good. 1 out of 10. 10 feeling meaning you're feeling the best you could absolutely feel. I'd put him at a 6.
Okay.
He was feeling at about a 6. Jay was probably about a 7.5.
Thanks, chat.
Out of 10.
I think we're over the hump. So thank you.
So
I was pretty
the guys,
drunk.
the guys were. But
pretty drunk.
the weird thing is the girls were hanging out. They're
The weird thing
absolutely
is the guys
sober.
were way more drunk
And
than
the
the
guys
girls.
were just, it was, the dynamic was insane. It was like you guys didn't even know each other.
Yeah, talking to the mic, that sounds so much better.
The difference in, because he shut me down, the difference in
Oh,
the
I shut you
personalities was crazy. The girls were all calm, just talking to having a good time. The guys were sporadic, like all over
Well,
the place,
there were-
talking to this person, talking to that person,
There was
talking to this
fights
person,
on.
watching this on their phone.
Yeah, it was
like,
great.
everywhere. So I walked in, I'm like, what is going? I am not on this level at all. Like I was like part of the girls club a little bit, but
Huh.
I tried to catch up a little bit. You guys were way ahead. I was like, you know what? Happy birthday, Will. I made it. I showed up to this bar in a suit for you. I stick out like a sore thumb, but I did it for you, brother.
Neil texted me before he even showed up. He says, "Any single girls there? I'm only coming if there's at least one." And I'm like, "Hey, no, it's my birthday. You show up for me." It's like,
That may or may not have happened. I cannot confirm nor deny if that was a
And he
thing.
showed up. He's like, "This party's whack. This is a sausage fest. I'm out of here."
So yeah, so we basically
All these girls have boyfriends, you liar. Why would you lie to me like that, Will? So, but I still showed up for your birthday. I was exhausted. Gosh, if we could have just got the camera right. Just shame. We were so hot at the beginning. But
anyway, Will's
what
birthday
about
was crazy.
you? But I missed the next, so I leave.
So then
I leave at probably 10.
Also,
right?
I spent in just a ridiculous amount of money on Will's birthday the night because also we went to afterwards we go to the show. The tickets are $50 or a piece.
What
or something.
show?
yeah,
This house music show that Josh knew about.
yeah.
Okay. One guy, by the way, in this crew, I said Will was at a 6. Jay was at a 7.5. There was a guy at like a 40.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
Well,
he
no,
didn't come.
it was
So
actually a good joke
this-
you originally had was we were at number 38. You said I was at a 5, da. He was at a 38. That's what was funny.
All right, well,
so that's
I thought
anyway,
it was still
this-
funny.
So when I went to get a drink, I said like hi to this random
oh
woman.
God.
And then she came
Oh,
over.
Jay.
So then they're closing the bar, and she comes over and she's like, "How are you guys doing?" And then the guy who's at a 38 level drunk, and
Who
her
is a
just
friend
start
of a
immediately
friend.
like flirting.
Like, I didn't
and
even
Will
know
doesn't
the
even
guy.
know him. It's Will's
Yeah.
birthday, and he's like, "Who the hell is this?" And he was like kind of weird, a little creepy.
Yeah.
He was like, at one time he just looks at me, and goes, "You're my best friend," and I was like, "Oh my
you?
god, yeah."
Yeah.
And then I just walked away, and
That-
I went to Amanda, and I was like. Not feeling
What
that
did
guy.
she
He
say
creeps
about
me
him?
out.
Because he was like kind of grabbing on her, and like Mike was there. She thought the
Yeah,
guy,
yours.
and he's like, "Hey,
Grab it on who?
Amanda,
Who's that?
Mike's wife."
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
so
boy.
Oh, he was being creepy to her?
I don't know if he was being creepy or if they knew
Just
each other
drunk.
or just
I don't
vibing
think
or whatever.
he and Amanda knew
But-
each other.
Okay, because then that was an interesting dynamic because then
would
Amanda
they-
came up to me and he's like, "Oh, is this your wife?"
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
no,
And he's
this isn't my
it's not
wife.
my wife.
And he's like,
That was
"She's
so
married."
awkward.
She's
He
married
goes,
to
"Hey,
that
is
guy.
this your wife?" And you're like, "No."
And then that girl came up.
And then
he
they
was telling
left
like
together,
some
I
crazy stories though. He was like, "Yeah, I'm never gonna go back to this bar because I showed up all messed up on sleeping pills there, and I don't remember getting home." I'm like, "What are you? Where are these stories? Like, who invited you? And
Who invited Will?
Literally, who invited you?" And then it was crazy. And then he left with just this woman who
She just was all over the place.
The
gave me
woman
the
from
heebie-jeebies.
38.
Yeah.
She had a
She-
big striped sweater
Oh,
on.
trust me.
Yeah.
I know who she is. You know how I know who she is?
Are
she
you going to
came,
be mean?
No.
Oh, okay.
She approached me. She walked.
saw her on the
I'm watching
Willy
the
Wonka and the
UFC
Chocolate
fight.
Factory.
You guys are everywhere. I'm like kind of like parenting the situation for
Oh,
the
yeah.
guys.
You did a
in
great
a
job.
way.
My credit card statement says you did a great job
That was
parenting.
that was after.
No, because the bar
was
it
after.
has like the way you pay. You just get a bracelet when you go
Yeah.
in, and every time you buy a drink, you just hit it against the. It's like when you enter your apartment, it's like a
It's
key
so
fob.
easy.
It's so easy to. And
Yeah.
also the alcohol they had there was terrible.
It makes
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
It makes you think you're
God.
spending way less money than if you pulled out a credit card to pay for the.
Yeah.
And you
bar.
don't
It's like,
see
oh,
the
I'm
total.
just swiping.
You don't see the total.
Yeah, I'm just swiping.
And then they
keep swiping.
automatically
Yeah.
put 20%.
This is
Beep,
fun.
beep, 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 beep. I
So
actually
Jay
went
was-
up and started doing that to me.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. You actually hit it off with the bartender. She gave you
Oh.
a shot. I remember. She really liked you.
Oh, she was
Oh,
trash.
she was hammered too. I know. I walked into this situation.
I'm never going to
They're
that place
hammered.
again. I'm never
the
going there
bartenders
again.
are hammered. I'm
Oh,
like, where
God.
am I? And I'm
The
so I'm like, you know,
bartenders are so hammered.
I'm gonna sit there. I just sat at the table. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm just gonna hang out here, maybe talk to the girls a little bit, just see what's going on. I'm gonna watch this fight. This girl approaches me. The girl that you guys were talking about. You know,
Yeah.
the girl that left with the guy, right?
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
She approaches me and she's like, you know what the problem with this place is? And I'm like, and I'm looking.
Not
like,
enough
what?
single ladies.
She's. That's what I should have said. And I'm like, no, what? And she's like, way too many white men in here.
And they're both white, by the way.
And I look at her and I'm like, all right, I guess so. That's your type. And she's like, yeah, I can't stand white people.
She's white. She's white,
I'm
by
like,
the way.
listen, lady,
For the people.
my name's
listening.
Neil. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm white, baby.
No, he's happy
I'm-
Iranian. She
I
could
am
see that
happy
Kubi Day
Iranian.
blood.
Hey, you said Iranian right. I'm
I
proud
know.
of you. You know
I
why?
How to say it? Because
Drake, he made this new song, and he's like something like Iran. I guess you can call me Iranian. I was like, oh, There were so many Iranian girls who wanted to hook up with them. They for sure don't want to hook up with them anymore.
It's over.
After
for Drake
that,
and the
it's
community.
over.
Drake,
We are not shoulder dancing
It's over.
anymore.
It's over in the community for Drake.
The Persian girls are out. They're out on Drake. I hear it from him. He's done. But anyway, so you guys go on to the show.
So we go to
what
the
happens
show.
at the show? I went home. Tell me what happened.
It was like a $50 cover. I of course
Jay-
was
What?
like, I was
Yeah.
like, I got this, and I just paid the cover immediately. So we went in because we were standing outside and it was cold. So
I
was
think
like,
Will deserves
that-
a birthday cover.
at
That's
that point,
fine.
at that point, it was $150 to get out of the cold. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, worth it.
Right. So then we go
good.
in.
That's how
and
Denver
apparently
gets
the
ya.
drinks were also insane. I can't even like wrap my head around. I'm like, we didn't even drink that much.
We started trying to do the math. I think you got. I really think
Double
that
charged?
you got double charged
Yeah. I mean, let's hope.
because it doesn't make sense.
Let's hope. Because even if you cut in half what I spent, it's still way too much.
yeah,
You must have tipped like great. Maybe you were in a.
I did tip like crazy.
yeah,
Did
I can
you?
see that
But I
too,
remember
yeah.
it being
Why?
But I remember seeing the screen and I remember
Whoa,
the
whoa,
amount
whoa.
being
You're like-
really high.
You're like,
Wait, are you
That's way too
are
many
you a
zeros.
20% tipper?
No, I'm like a 120% tipper.
Obviously, I think that might have been that night.
Yeah.
What are you normally? Honestly, though, I'm just
like
trying
30.
30. That's
No.
insane. I'm 20. And like just
Are-
across the board. Are you
Minus-
serious?
Will's like, I'm
I'm a
17.
very good
20
tipper.
minus what?
Nothing.
12?
No, I legit. Why? Why you think I'm that?
What? How would I know how much you tip?
I don't
have
know.
no
You're
idea.
trash talking me about it.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh, Brad, it was the worst. Brad,
I-
it's like the last thing I wanted to spend money on.
I
I have
always
holiday
tip-
shopping to do, and I literally just
I
destroy.
always spend, or I always do 20%, rather whether it's good service or bad. If it's great service, I don't even really go up. I maybe do 25, but
You don't go up? So if
No.
it's bad, 20%. If it's good, 20%?
yeah. So that's why
What is their
it did-
incentive to do a good job then?
I mean, I don't
Okay,
think they
oh,
should
this
have
is-
tipping. I think
I
they
s-
should get rid of tipping.
Do you remember?
We talked about this.
We did, but actually on that there was that stupid meme or the channel that's like the entrepreneurs or whatever. He's like,
Oh, I
pro
hate that.
tip. You know where tip comes from, right? It's Latin for a protipius. It's not protipius,
Okay.
but it means that you pay ahead of time. So you show up, and I've actually seen people do that at bars, or like you
What?
do at the casino. You'll give the waitress a 20 to begin
Oh.
with, and then they're
They
like,
bring
"Hey,
you back.
You're
yeah,
the
I
person."
did that in Vegas.
I do that
That's
too.
what I'm
I
saying.
do that
Yeah.
too,
So-
but I do it every time, so there's no benefit to me.
Yeah.
But I do get free shots a lot. You know, it's not free.
A lot?
So
Yeah.
A lot.
I mean,
Yeah.
when he tips enough to buy 5,
Yeah,
then
they're
it's
like, hey, buy 5, get 1 free.
They
Yeah.
just
There you go.
charge me for 3, and then
Except,
they
except
give
the
me
5
2.
goes to the bartender and not
So
the...
yeah, supposedly that's what it's all about. But I mean, to me too, like I did. So at even number 38, that's what they do is then it's a flat 20%. But they include the tip as you're scanning in stuff. So to me, it didn't bother me because that's
They
what I
do?
would tip. Yes.
You're not allowed to tip?
It's,
No, they
no,
give
they
you at
add
the
it.
end of the night. At the end of the night, they
Are we
give you a
freezing?
tab.
I never
my
sound.
God.
No, you walk out the door.
Will's a good tipper. Thanks, Brad.
Attaboy, you believe in me.
20%. Jay's a 30%
That's
tipper.
insane.
I think that's too much, Jay.
Okay, then here's another question.
No, it
we have a
actually is
lot
too
to
much.
cover here,
Okay.
so I think we should move
You
somewhat
wanna move
along.
on?
But there,
All right.
one thing I wanted to say is like
What?
the thing that is also weird is like now everywhere when it's the self-serve screen, there's always a tip included. You have to like deselect it, and it's like for every.
Are you
for-
deselecting?
Yes.
Sorry, guys. If you see the
If-
video
Always?
resizing, I'm just trying to.
I never deselect. I
Oh
always
yeah.
tip.
Unless
always
someone is
tip.
like doing actually some kind of service, no. I'm assuming that they're not getting like waiter or waitresses.
I give them like a 5% tip or a 10%.
I mean, I do that.
So I'll give 'em, like,
sometimes,
$2
yeah.
on 20.
But usually it goes.
Which is 10%.
It goes 15, 20, 25. And so depending
Crazy.
on how much it is, I'll do it.
You're
a
deselecting?
custom. I'm either
Do you feel
saying
comfortable when they turn that
Yes.
screen around
Guys,
back to
look
them?
up.
They say, "This guy."
Oh my god, my ad blocker's killing this.
This is
moment
just
right
the
now.
technical difficulties of the show today. Is the
well, I
worst.
like-
It's
I like
the
it.
worst.
I
We're
like
just
ad
so
blocker.
off.
Oh,
The
come
fact
on.
that we're even at this
Let's
point, I'm
keep going.
surprised we even got here.
No. Oh, we're
Honestly.
going.
Like, how are we even
I-
going?
so-
how are there people
Guys,
watching
look,
this?
we
This is
surpassed
unwatchable.
8 billion human beings.
Wait a minute.
on
we're
the
still
Earth.
talking. Okay.
About tipping.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
just that's. I don't think we need to talk.
Yeah,
anymore.
look, guys.
Okay, so I have
Hey,
a question. That's fine.
Congratulations to humans, right? We did it. 8 billion. No?
We did it.
Come
We
on,
did
let's
it
get a round of
together.
applause.
Round of applause.
Chat, round of applause.
There's been
8
300.
billion.
Okay, so
There's already been 500,000 people born since we did that earlier today.
a little bit.
Look
less
how
than
fast these babies are coming. Why does it go
Look
up,
how
down,
fast
up? Why does
people
it
are
go,
dying.
Up, down, up, down,
Because
up, down.
people
People
die.
are dying. As they're
Oh,
coming.
no.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I
It's
don't
not
like-
I don't
accurate.
think this
Don't-
is accurate.
Oh
It's
my
not
God.
accurate at all. It's
How is
some
this
kind
being
of system.
tracked?
Oh my God, look, it says deaths.
Yeah.
These people are dying in front of our eyes and we can
It's
do nothing
literally
to
every
stop it.
second. And we also can't stop people from getting born. I mean, well, we can.
Well, we'll talk to the Republican Party, Will.
Yeah.
152,000 more people have been born today than have died today. I heard the population was actually going down. Am I wrong? The
No, so
population's
that
going up?
we
the
don't
rate is
necessarily-
going down. The rate is going down.
across multiple companies like Japan, Korea, a lot of South or Asian countries.
Are you talking about like countries in the Far East?
the
That's
far
my
far
term.
east?
Don't use my term. Far East is my term.
But then the
I
other
can't
thing,
believe. So this is just estimations, right?
yeah,
They're not actually.
exactly. No.
feeding it
There's
all the
there's
death
literally a
certificates into the
person.
machine.
Exactly. It's just a
I mean, there's-
scanner.
I don't
So
know how they're doing it.
The one thing that I was going to bring up about this
What's America? All right, China's one. India. Oh,
by
India
basically
is
5 times.
India's a couple half days away from this.
and
Aren't
then we're
they
5
can't-
times behind.
India's got to be like what 20% the size of the United States
No, it's huge.
as
It's-
far as
it's a
land.
dense
as far
boy.
as
It's
land.
a
It's
subcontinent.
dense.
It's a subcontinent.
I'm saying as far as square.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
square
I heard that
acres.
the Philippines was actually where the person who was born. I don't know if this article says, but there was like they gave the title of 8 billion to somebody.
he
you
was
know.
the 8th.
Oh,
billionth
I saw
person
that. I think it was
Yeah,
Indonesia
in, like, the
or
Philippines or Indonesia.
Philippines.
in the, somewhere in the Far East,
far southeast.
the far southeast.
Yeah. The one
They're
thing,
like the Hicks of Asia. It's like the southeast part.
yeah,
It's
People
like the
of
rednecks
world.
of Asia.
yeah.
Okay,
You
they're
see
not.
what I
They're
did
not
there?
sure.
Yeah.
That's funny. You don't think that's funny?
It was all right.
Wait,
That's-
so
that's
we're
way
we're
funny.
flattening the curve, guys.
Yeah, the
Of
rate is
population.
coming down. The rate, so the birth rates are coming down. Not as many people are being
It
born.
is, and
Is
so
there
then the
anything about
part
a
of
baby?
that,
No.
part of that is it's people choosing, but then the other part, which I had a link to, was supposedly the sperm count of men has decreased by half in the last 50 years.
Mine's doubled.
The sperm count.
Sperm count.
How does that happen?
They don't know.
Current's
I mean,
saying
they
that COVID slowed it down.
Okay. There's a
Maybe.
lot of so people don't really know. There's a lot of like hypotheses where it's like microplastics, it's the hormones in the food, it's
I'll tell you what, it's
WWD.
these damn Democrats. They're making us all feminine. It's these damn Democrats. They want all the men to be women. They want the trans.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. That the rate. You know what's gonna happen?
No,
though?
I just think
Our
that the world can't support like more people.
You know what? Exactly. You know what's gonna. Our infrastructure is gonna
Yeah.
diminish. But you know what's gonna happen?
As
far as
People are
trans-
gonna
I'll tell you.
mass starvation and
So
death.
obviously, I hope not. But as far as transportation goes, people are driving nowadays and whatnot. Is anybody other than planes? Is anybody else utilizing airspace other than private jets, planes, helicopters?
Do you know how expensive it is to take an object and put it into the air?
Drones.
You're gonna carry people around in
No,
drones?
I'm not. Drones are going to carry us, and they're going to take us from one spot to another. We're just going to plug it
Way
into the
too
destination.
energy intensive.
How so? Battery, lithium batteries.
You're saying
I'm
that
saying
batteries
to
will
make a
replace
car-
fossil fuels?
I'm saying
I don't know.
Do you think that like it could scale?
I'm just saying drones in general are going to start taking us in the air, and
No.
we're going to start flying in the air to destinations because the traffic in cars is not going to be able. The roads are not
saying
going to
we're
be able to
gonna
hold
dr-
on.
So
we're gonna
people.
drone-
that's the solution instead of public transportation where we get on
Absolutely.
the bus? Is that a knock? Hello? Hi.
Hold on, someone's asking for duct tape.
One second.
I love how he
Here.
answers the door. No worries.
So
Where is she?
she's in the laundry room.
Hold on, I'll be right there.
So no, it's too energy intensive to fly someone in the air. If you can just make something to make wheels go on the ground, then it go,
What? What is going on?
I don't know.
What is this?
It's the laundry room. It's the laundry room, and Jay's door butts up to the laundry room. So it's someone knocking on the laundry room door.
Where do they live upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I found it.
Nice. So, no, drones, I don't think there's too much. I think the answer is public transportation for sure. They're like, but
No.
then that's
No.
that's the issue.
All right. We have a live guest? All right, keep going. I'm sorry. Will.
That's all I was going to say is
I gotta make a drink.
public
Tell me- Do
transportation.
something.
Yeah, public. It's going to be public transportation because
This is the weirdest episode of all time. This is our worst
too big.
episode ever.
You could take subways.
This is easily our worst
trains, subways, trains, buses, all that stuff to get people in and out.
But they're already using like the light rail here.
People are not actually
Buses are not
it.
using. They're not using
It
the
needs
buses.
to be government mandated.
And what if people don't want to use the buses, Will? What if people want to
Yikes.
drive? What if people
Oof.
want to drive, dude?
Oof. That is.
What if
rough.
people want to drive?
I don't actually know all the detail. You have to force people's hand at a certain point. If the population gets so big,
Right.
where
You make drones.
that's not the answer because
No?
it's the world is literally going to collapse within itself. So people are not going to it's because of because of food. There's not going to be enough food to feed everyone.
We'll have plenty of food. Grocery stores are always filled with extra food, dude.
say it's
They like throw away
Man.
food.
It's distribution.
It's supply
They're putting
chain.
stuff on like layaway, like clearance donuts $1 because no one's bought it.
Okay, but then that doesn't.
Someone's gonna eat the donuts now. At
But
8
okay,
billion
so
people.
it's gonna. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna ship our old donuts to India and have them eat them. Like
It's distribution.
no, each country's gonna have to control their own
Each country has their
population.
own donut
control their own
Yeah.
population. I mean, these are like obviously not
ideas.
simple issues to solve. That I don't think it's that simple.
Neil goes
I never said it was simple, but it's not public transport. I don't think
It
public
is.
transport.
I mean, I
You gotta
think
start
people-
using
you're
the
gonna
skies,
be
brother.
more.
Look at the sky.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna be
Have you
more
looked at
worried
the
about
sky?
eating than you are
Have
to
you
get
looked at
into
the
your
sky?
job.
Have you seen anybody
It's so open.
be transported through the sky today?
No.
Look at all that area of space.
Do you,
So much space
Ima-
to move things.
imagine
A drone could drop your pizza off for you right now.
that
about
would be
that?
the only thing I could see is people not moving and having drones transport stuff. To
That
be
already
small
is
enough.
happening. The problem is the rule is the drone has to be in your line of sight currently. You can't fly a
Underground. Brad's got it right.
underground.
Yeah. Because then everything is just going. I don't know. I don't know if ever. It's,
I don't think
it's
that
how you
explains
look at it,
traffic
but
though. So how do you get around if you're underground? You take the subway only, and then you have
You
to
take
develop subway
Elon
system?
Musk's tunnels,
They
brother.
failed.
Yeah,
you know,
I know. Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
old boy Bezos says? He says, "Peace, I'm out of here. I'm going to Mars." That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's going in space and going places.
I don't think moving.
I really think they're gonna start
Jay and I talked about that last week. Moving to the moon, like that, like
moon.
yeah, because well, Mars, the moon, anywhere outer space, you just get so much radiation. The gravity makes your bones less dense. Your like body physiologically changes.
I got a pop question for you.
Shoot.
What controls weather on planet Earth?
The moon.
Wrong.
The what controls weather?
What controls
The-
weather?
What weather in general?
Yes.
The oceans.
Wrong.
Okay.
Sun. The sun controls our
What the
weather.
heck?
Did you know that?
I've never heard of that.
I
in
learned
my
that
life.
today in my pilot training.
I mean, it makes sense. But
I didn't know that. You answered 2 answers wrong. I would have also answered the moon, but it was incorrect.
Well,
It's
I don't
the
know
sun.
what
The
you
sun's
mean by
radiating-
that.
I don't know either. I don't know the theory behind it, but the sun controls
Tunnels
the
in
weather.
Houston.
The sun controls the weather on planet Earth.
Oh, speaking of Houston, I got
Very cool.
Very cool.
Thanks, Neil. You're welcome.
That was great little info. I have 2 quick stories, and then we got to really
Okay,
get
go
into
ahead.
stuff.
All right.
So, as I was going to Houston,
Yeah.
I took an Uber. Right, get in the Uber.
An Uber?
What the? You have that kind of money? Did you tip?
Not a Lyft?
20%. Why caramba?
You're on the company bill. I can see
Yeah.
you should be going 25%.
Exactly.
on the record.
So I get in the Uber. We're driving. Hey, how's it going? Da 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 da. Good. We're driving. Everything's
Yeah.
normal.
Uh-huh.
He goes, "You see that house over there?" yeah. It's haunted, brother. I'm like, well, wait, what? He's like, I've been a ghost hunter the past 35. I'm like, oh, it's going to be that kind of ride. This is going to be awesome. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, really? So how much is haunted in Denver? Is like, man, it ain't been like it used to. You can't get into some of these places anymore. It's
What do you
all
mean you can't get in?
Supposedly, like City Park or Cheeseman is super haunted, and they used to do like
Oh,
driving
this is an
tours.
Uber in Denver. I thought
Uber
this was in
in
Houston.
no. Uber in Denver, and the guy is going through all this stuff, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I used to do all these tours in City Park, and then they closed us down. They just don't want us to spread the truth and stuff like that." I'm like, "Oh my god!" So I start talking. He's like,
How does he summon? Does he summon the ghosts?
"No,
They're already there?"
Yeah, and so then I'm like,
Oh my
"So how do you even like? How do you find them?" How long you've been doing this? So I start asking all these questions.
Yeah.
What was the craziest place you went? And
Yeah.
I can't remember. There's some story of like the girl that chopped up her dad with an axe and then chopped up someone else with
That happened?
Lizzie Borden?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that in Denver?
How did
no,
I
no.
know that?
I don't know.
I
That
just-
is a
It's
hell
a
of
it's a
drink.
very
Wanna try some?
Cheers to you.
but it's
No,
not
go
though
You want
because
one?
it's a huge ice
okay.
cube.
Go ahead. No,
These are
quick, focus.
okay. So the guy starts going in. So this is where it really, really, really
Here's the drinking question,
starts.
everyone.
Go ahead. No, keep talking about
It
the ghost.
really starts
This
to
is
get
good. No, this is good, Will. This is the best story you've ever told
I
on
know,
the show.
I know.
So
Just
keep
wait.
going.
I know.
Don't
So
blow it. Don't
we're
blow
there.
it. Don't
I'm
choke.
driving, and he's like, so I start asking him all these questions. I'm like, so what was the craziest house? And he says, this is the. I'm like, so how do you detect him? He's like, oh, I've bought thousands and thousands of dollars worth of this high tech equipment, and I actually have. He has, I guess, the leading. Oh no, it was the leading ghost searchers magazine in the nation.
Like
And
he
so-
writes it?
He writes
writes
it,
a leading-
publishes it.
What's it
da-da-da-da.
called?
I have no idea.
Oh, we should totally look
but
it up.
okay, but I do have his business card. So, but then this is
Oh, you
where,
do?
yes, this is
Don't
where it
dox him.
really, really, really starts to get crazy.
Okay.
Because I start talking to him like, well, how did you guys get into this? And so he says, well,
Guys, it's just him, right?
No, he's married and his son does it as well.
He's a professional ghost hunter.
Professional ghost. It's a family affair.
Okay.
So I'm like, how'd you guys get in it? He's like, well, my wife is obviously psychic. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Hot start.
And so he said that his son, when he was 5 years old, was playing, and he was playing with a little Native American kid
Wait,
in Denver.
a live one, or was it a ghost?
It was a ghost.
Okay.
And so the
you
mom.
ruined the punchline.
So this is
You
where
did it.
this is where it gets racist.
Yeah. So
You know what I mean?
So then he's like,
we knew it was coming.
So then, of course, he goes to like, oh yeah, all of Denver's on old Indian burial grounds, brother.
Yeah, of
And
course.
so then
Including
Oh,
DIA. No, turn me up. Turn me up. I need
Just-
this.
No, you're good. This is
No, this
poltergeist. The
stinks.
thing is clipping, dude. It was going crazy.
so the guy goes. So
Here,
the
we'll just
little
turn your-
kid.
we'll turn your,
yeah, the
headphones
far
up.
left.
It's
so
already up.
the guy goes.
Yeah.
My son was playing with them. The wife says, "Oh, I'll handle this." Goes into the room, supposedly like has a clairvoyant experience with the baby ghost, the baby Native American kid, and like then everything was good. And so then the kid supposedly got really into it, and then this is where
Because the parents encouraged it. They were like, he was like, this is my imaginary friend, Tonto.
Yeah.
And he was like,
And they're like,
that's
oh,
not
yeah, we
an imaginary
see him.
friend.
Yeah.
It's real.
And
the
he's
kid
my
was
my
all
my,
right.
my equipment detected him earlier
Yeah.
today.
And
I
he-
knew he was here.
He goes, yeah, that little kid was so mischievous. He'd always just move my keys. I'd put them down, walk in the other room, walk back. They were gone.
And how stoned were you, sir?
Dude.
And so no, okay, so
Meth
then
is a hell of a
this
drug.
is where. So then he upped it.
Tell Tonto to put my
This-
damn keys back. Hey, Jimmy, tell Tonto to put my keys
This
back,
is my
please.
favorite-
He's your Indian imaginary friend, all right? Thank you. This is Will's Uber driver.
My favorite part of the whole
Oh,
story,
God, this
and I
guy's
think the
incredible.
craziest, is supposedly Thomas Edison. Yes, that Thomas Edison.
The inventor of the light bulb?
Yes, he invented a way to
Tommy
talk-
Eddie? My boy.
I I smoked weed with Tommy.
You don't know anyone named Tommy Eddie. Anyway, go ahead.
So I find out that, or he tells me that Thomas Edison invented a way to talk to dead people, and it's like a radio that you can tune in.
Okay.
So
I feel like I heard
supposedly,
That's what they did 100
he
years
gets
ago.
Not all of Thomas Edison's inventions were home runs. By
he
the
gets
way,
a phone call.
There's a lot of misses.
Wait.
He gets a phone call, and they were
In the middle of the ride.
No.
Oh.
So this was
Thomas Edison gets a phone call.
20 years ago or something, and the guy gets a phone
And it was
call
Tonto.
because he had gone on a show saying that he was trying to put together
found the keys.
Thomas Edison's machine, but no one's ever been able to put it together. But he gets this random phone call, and the guy says, "Hey,
What's up,
I think
guys?
you're full of shit," or something like that. Something along the lines of like, "I think you're BSing, da da da." And do you know why? Because I've actually put together the machine.
Oh, okay.
And so he's like, and if you want to
Oh,
see,
gosh.
you can come to my house and see it. So he says he was international at the time. He flies back with his son. They go to this guy's house. The guy is the lead engineer at Lockheed Martin,
Dude,
the
this
defense
is literally
company.
like
This is the battle of the ghost
The more
hunters?
this story goes on, the more I'm like, oh, this is schizophrenia. Will had a schizophrenic. You know what I mean? It just like it's like
Will-
it weaves in Thomas Edison.
Yeah,
and
I
there's
think
a
we need to
Native
look at
American-
Will's Uber account, see if he even took an Uber.
any
Not me,
any
the other
story
guy.
that weaves in a Native American ghost child and Thomas Edison's secret machine. I mean that's schizophrenia 101. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Dr. Misra just diagnosed
So
him.
Well,
okay,
know, we,
so then the guy goes. So
we do our
they
best.
show up and then they turn the machine on. Sure enough, the thing works like a dream, right?
Of course it does.
It works. They're like, okay.
1.21 gigawatts.
They start talking back and forth. He like
Einstein.
It's like he says it comes in like a radio, like it's like, hello.
No, come on.
So then what ends up happening? The guy ends up making like 3 or 4 of the machines for this family, and then they've been touring, doing college shows, doing da da da. And so I start asking him like, if you guys are so
I love
popular,
that they do the college circuit. Like
Yeah.
we have the ability to talk to ghosts
Yeah.
with Thomas Edison's secret machine. Why don't we go to
Yeah,
Hood College down the road?
let's
and-
go to West Illinois State
Yeah,
University.
Are you guys ready
So,
to experience the supernatural?
I ask him, I'm like, hey, if you guys were this big of a deal, why aren't you on the Ghost Hunter shows? And they're like, oh, we've
It's
gotten
all political.
multiple offers.
It's all
Yeah,
political.
they actually consult us. And so then supposedly what happened? The Lockheed Martin engineer ends up dying, but he still has the machines.
Did
And
they
so
call
what-
him on the radio and they're like, hey,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
It was really
No.
sad that he died.
They go straight to the source. So what he does is Thomas Edison told the guy to reach out to the Lockheed Martin guy to tell him to reach out to this family. And so now when the machine breaks, Thomas Edison tunes in and they tell him how to fix the machine.
Thomas Edison tells us?
Thomas Edison, you gotta go
This
straight
is
to the
the
source.
ghost of Thomas Edison.
So
Your transistors are overpowered.
yeah, they're like, you need to check the wire on Bay A.
What do you think it's a higher probability?
Not the blue wire, you morons.
You imbecile.
What do you think is a higher probability? The probability of someone summoning ghosts and talking to ghosts, or the probability of finding Sasquatch? Which
Wait,
one has
let
a
me
higher
finish.
probability? That's not the end of
A
the story.
Sasquatch. No.
Zero,
So there's
no,
more.
zero.
Okay. There's
No, there's not a zero with Sasquatch.
there's a
give it
little bit
2%.
more because so at this point I'm like pulling up to the airport and
Oh, yeah. You're
I'm
like,
like,
what a
oh
ride."
man, this was insane. So I'm getting out and he's like, hey, if you have TikTok, my wife's on
Oh,
TikTok.
God.
She's 99 out of 100 on psychics. So she has like some high psychic reading and they do like that was all. So that was a story. So I go through the airport, go through security, get on the plane, sit down. I'm like, all right.
And
I'm
who's
on this
who's in the
business
seat
flight.
next to you? It's Thomas Edison.
No. So I sit down and then this short, she's probably 5 foot tall, like bleach blonde hair, tan skin lady sits down next to me. Sits down, turns over. Wow. Just really love your energy. Like,
Is this
Okay.
the same story or second?
Si-
This is
this is the second story.
This wasn't
which-
a dream.
No.
This is real life.
So this.
all one day.
So she then
She
tells
says, I
me
love your energy. She's
that
hitting on you.
that was not it. At first, that's what I thought it was, and she's like, I'm a consultant for multimillionaires. and-
Multi-level marketing schemes.
Yes, well, no, it's just her. And what she
Connect.
So I'm sitting there, we're talking. So she's like, this is what I do. I can tap into people's energy and I can read them. And I'm like, so kind of like Reiki, like I've heard of Reiki before where you like feel people's energy. She's like, no, there's nothing on this planet or this universe that can describe what I do. She is actually a person that I'm like, okay, this is.
She goes, you'll never believe this, but a few days ago, this guy from Lockheed Martin calls me and says that Thomas Edison had a machine he never finished.
So the guy goes, so she's sitting there and she's like, yeah, so I can tap into people's energy and just figure out what they're doing, where they need to go, and da 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 da. And I've made millions of dollars off of this. I had an online business.
Right. That's why
And
she's
so-
sitting middle.
Okay, she was sitting middle
Middle
row
regular
in
class.
business. Okay, so
you know you didn't get
middle
the extra
regular
leg room.
class.
You know
That's
you didn't
what
get the
I-
extra egg room. So
that's
you guys
what
are
I
sitting there
asked,
hugging your
though.
knees, talking
Yeah.
about psychics.
So
But she made millions of dollars.
pulls out her. So okay, no, but listen. So
I'm
she
listening,
goes,
brother.
oh. So I start talking to her more. She gets more into that stuff, and I'm going, so what do you do on the last flight? She's like, I'm actually flying to Florida right now to pick up a cat. So she shows me a picture of the cat.
Okay,
The cat looks like
this is the most believable detail of either of these stories.
the cat looks like a messed up pug, like its eyes are all like it looked inbred. I don't know. That was so I'm like, well, what do you do? You're flying to
She shows you. You want to see
You're
him?
flying to Florida to pick up a cat. She's like, yeah. And so then she was like, well, actually, so I was like, well, where do you live if you're just flying to Florida? She's like, well, I live in Aspen. I'm like, oh, okay. What are you doing in Aspen? She's like, oh, I just built a house in Aspen. I'm like,
for me and my cat.
okay. And I'm like, she's like, yeah, my husband and I, we came out here last summer or last
husband.
winter.
She has a husband.
She has a husband.
Okay.
Oh.
She flies out there.
The least
and so
believable
I'm like,
detail of this story.
she's like, we flew out to Aspen and I just decided this is the place I wanted to live. So we started building a house. It's a
I flew out to one of the
5,000
most
square foot house.
I flew out to one of the most beautiful places in the entire world and said, I should build a house. here."
5,000.
5,000 square.
Aspen.
She showed me pictures. The thing is fucking huge. Like, it's insane.
What does
They
the husband
custom.
do? No
so
offense.
okay, yes. So
That's
that's
the-
where I got to. So I
That's
like,
$1 million question.
I threw that into.
No pun
I threw that
intended.
in there. I'm like, huh. So you guys were able to afford all this based on the consulting and everything you're doing. She's like, that definitely helped, but
no, it
also
didn't.
my husband helped. I'm like, oh, what'd your husband know? Oh, he was a professional baseball player. He was a pitcher. So then I was like, okay.
That's it. So,
Makes
guys, the
sense.
chat has gone on anarchy, and I feel like some of our links address this. Nick, we talked about politics last time, or at least one of us did. The other one just sat here yawning. But
we
yeah,
want to talk politics tonight?
let's get into guys. Like, it's already 45 minutes into this. This stream's gonna be 3 hours long.
No,
Like,
it's not.
We have,
Let's go into the links real quick.
Let's move on. Well, those are crazy, unbelievable stories. I love how you have this like talent for meeting schizophrenic people.
Because I let him just talk. Like, that's
Right.
the thing. Like, I don't just.
Did you
I
at
do that
least
sometimes.
share the link to our podcast, or
No.
they didn't?
Oh,
You're
then
telling me she didn't subscribe?
No.
Oh, she's that's like our target.
I'm
demo.
also not gonna-
schizophrenic millionaire wives of professional athletes.
Oh,
is
no.
She was very awesome. She was cool, though. Like,
Hilarious
it was fun to talk.
headline Trump. Is that should we start?
That
with
was mine.
literally- No, that was.
No,
Oh,
I
that
think
was
we
not
should
mine.
start.
Trump
No.
gets the people going is great.
Yeah, Trump gets the people going. Come on, let's do that one, Jay.
Okay, yeah. We're
start
going
from the
there.
top.
We're going there. We're going there.
Okay.
We're going there.
So what's
So-
going on with this?
So what is going on with this?
Who
Why
put
So
this
we-
up there?
These
that
lines
was
on the
me.
damn
Go
thing.
ahead. Go ahead.
Uh,
The
so,
floor.
yeah,
You have the
Will?
floor, Will.
You have the floor. Tell a third story.
Basically, they're at his rally where he announced his presidency, and oh,
Just
are we
checking
there?
to see that we're still
Okay.
alive.
He
can't
kept
see that.
talking for so long that people were getting bored and tried to leave, and his security they were keeping people in. So
Show
you
the
just
video.
play. It's only 30 seconds long or something, but you can
Can
see
we put sound
everyone.
on or no?
Yeah. I mean, and he's talking about like something.
is on the way. Joe Biden has abolished America's
Oh, this is so boring.
Where's the security?
They're on the left-hand side. See that, like, guy in the tie? And then you can
tries to
see
leave.
people.
He's leaving on the
See
left,
this
right
guy?
hand.
See the guy? He's like, no, you can't. You
This
can't go
guy
that
goes-
way.
Oh, that didn't really show a lot. That didn't show
No.
a lot. That didn't show a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy, but I
Here we
just still
go.
think it was funny.
You know what the funniest thing I saw from the elections? It was this
What?
headline. Hold on, another ad blocker. Jesus, I gotta turn ad blocker off.
But yeah, I do think that
He's
Wait,
not
this
going
was
to
a-
win.
this was the
He's
headline.
not going to become
Trump
the.
announces presidency, and this is
No.
the headline.
no
No.
period.
He's not gonna. He's not gonna win the Republican. Not.
Yeah.
Dude,
he's not gonna
he
become
lost,
the candidate for
he
the
lost
Republican
weight,
Party.
man. He lost a lot
Yeah,
of
he
weight.
did lose a lot of weight, huh? I got to give the guy credit.
This is like
Hey.
literally the best.
He's not.
When you're
He's
golfing
done.
36
he's too,
rounds,
This-
He's too extreme.
Jesus.
you're
Sorry.
spitting
He's
everywhere.
spitting everywhere.
He's too extreme. He's too extreme, and that's what the problem was with the.
How funny is this headline?
With
though?
all the
Wait,
with the
people-
red wave.
Yeah, it was
that's
funny.
hilarious.
literally,
He said that
it's
already.
just no.
Yeah, no.
Next.
So the whole point is that he's so far right extreme that it's a reason why they lost a lot of the House seats they thought they were going to win.
Yeah.
They lost
It's
a
not
lot
because
of
of
the
him.
Senate
It's because
seats.
they were trying to copy him.
But they're trying to
and go
copy
extreme.
him, and
I
that
love
too
how
is far
interested. I
extreme
love how
right,
interested Will is in this topic. When we talked about this last week, he literally sat there and said nothing. And you say
Oh.
half a sentence. No, Neil, it's because of this.
No, but
We
that's
talked
don't
about
you
it
think
last
that's the
week.
problem?
no.
You don't think the Republican Party is too
No,
far right and
no.
is pushing people to the
attended
left
orgy
side? I
wasn't
think that's the
explained.
problem.
No.
What do you think is the problem then?
Who is this
You're
about?
just-
That's
you're just
Trump
copying
attended
the article
orgy?
headline.
This is the opening of the article. It says, to paraphrase Voltaire after he attended an orgy, once was an experiment, twice would be perverse. They're saying that about Trump.
Oh, I thought I didn't read it fully. I was
Yeah.
like, is
How
Trump
many
doing
clothes
I'm
do
not
I
gonna
buy?
lie. I do think Ron DeSantis is gonna win the candidacy for the Republican Party, and I do think he's
No.
gonna beat Biden.
Wrong.
I don't even think it'll be close. I think he's gonna kill him. Actually,
I think he could potentially.
he's gonna
beat
win
Biden.
Florida without a problem.
I
That's
think he could
already
beat
a
Biden
battle
because
state.
like
Okay,
all the
Biden
libs,
said he's gonna rerun.
All the libs just love DeSantis for some reason, which I don't
The
understand.
liberals like DeSantis,
Yeah.
or the conservatives like DeSantis. He's a
Liberals
Republican.
like DeSantis.
He's a Republican.
I know, it's disgusting.
Oh. Okay.
You like DeSantis.
No, I don't wanna
secretly
see
deep
Portnoy.
down.
I don't want to see Portnoy.
Secretly deep down.
Me?
Who's
No,
was this
I
yours?
think-
Or whose thing was that?
Okay, here's the thing with Trump. I don't think everyone's trying to be like, "Oh, Trump
Yeah, the nomination. Thank you.
Trump,
That was-
he's too far right, and this election, all the people Trump backed didn't win because the Republican Party's gone too far to the right.
That's
and
the problem.
Mainstream Republicans want to have a more centrist, moderate view.
Yes.
I don't think that's true at all.
I think
I think this is what happened. You could say they lost the regular elections, but they lost to Democrats. But in the Republican primaries, all of Trump's candidates won the primaries, so they're still very popular with the Republicans. Why didn't they?
They
vote
didn't win all the primaries.
I'm saying they won the primaries to get to the elections. You get what I'm saying? Against other Republicans. The people Trump backs still are going to win their primaries, right? That's why Republicans are mad at Trump right now, because he's supporting Herschel Walker, who spent 15 minutes talking about the difference between vampires and werewolves on one of his speeches.
The candidates,
saw that. That was funny.
The senators and the governors who are running for these positions who backed Trump and said that the voting is rigged, they're the ones who are losing their battles against the Democrats. And when you start being an election denier, you're in trouble.
No, but
He's
those
not
other
gonna win.
Republicans didn't even win against other Republicans. They couldn't even beat those people. So how weak are those other Republicans? They couldn't even beat the crazy people.
Attaboy, Brad.
Think about it. Anyway,
Right, but they're not winning
Hold
against
on. Let me
Democrats, though. It doesn't matter. They're not winning against Democrats. That's the thing.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
it's
issue.
Republicans as a whole not winning.
No,
against
the
Democrats.
Republican Party
as a
has
whole, the
to-
Republican Party underperformed.
The Republican Party has to change the way they present themselves.
They
to
need
the
to go
public.
back to
They're
not
actually
going
being
to.
conservative.
They are
and
going
not
to.
like
They're going to have to.
extremists.
They've
It's going to
always
start.
been about this.
It's going to start
For
when
30 years.
when Donald Trump loses the nomination, DeSantis gets the nomination. The
There's
Republican
no way
Party is going to
DeSantis
change.
can beat Trump. No way.
You want to bet right now?
Yes.
$20.
25.
Deal. 25.
$25.
Easy.
You
Double
saw it
or
right
nothing.
here. There's no way DeSantis could ever beat Trump to the nomination.
Huh?
I don't know.
There's
Double or
no,
nothing?
there's no way DeSantis could ever beat Trump to the nomination. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
he will.
Trump is.
You cannot
so
be an election
popular.
denier. That doesn't fly anymore, man.
Oh yeah, why?
People have
Because
woken
everyone's
up.
clutching their
No,
pearls?
people are woke, brother. They're woke.
No,
Have you
they're
seen
not.
TikTok?
No, they're not.
Those TikTokers are voting
Hold
now.
on, Neil.
Watch
Let's not
out.
argue
The
about
psychic
this.
told me
Let
that
me
Trump
respond
would
to some
win.
of the things in chat. Okay, liberals like DeSantis. No, not liberals like you, Nick and Curran. I mean liberals like the suburban dad who's like, oh, Trump is too extreme for me. I think DeSantis is actually just a regular old Republican who will bring
He's gonna get that vote.
Here's your evidence. And he's a regular old-fashioned Republican who's going to bring our party back to the party of fiscal responsibility and sensibility. No, he is not that.
Why not?
He's just a cheap Trump imitator. That's how he got popular the whole time.
Cheap Trump imitator.
Denying COVID was his whole thing. And Trump was sort of not denying COVID, so DeSantis was able to, like, be like, I will never use masks, you know, like that kind of thing. So it's like, that's why people know about him, and they like him because of those extreme views. And in Florida, that might work, but it's not going to work on the national stage. I'm sorry. Most people, like, don't want to see immigrants being bused from Texas to Martha's Vineyard. Most people, that stuff might work for him.
I
with
always
his
thought
base
that
in
was
Florida.
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart's Vineyard?
Yes, I literally for the longest time, like most of up until
Martha's Vineyard is Martha
high
Stewart?
school. I thought
Who actually is
You're
it?
like,
Who's Martha?
where can I get the wine?
I don't know who it is.
He's like, where can I get the wine
Who
from
is
Martha Stewart's Vineyard? I heard that wine's delicious. So
Probably
I'm
would
spitting
be
at you.
delicious. No, but at the end of the day, Trump's not going to get
Exactly.
the nomination.
DeSantis is just a
No, the
weak-ass
Republican Party
Trump.
learned their mistake. They,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
Fool
They-
me once,
oh,
shame
yeah.
on you.
If they
Fool
won
me
this-
twice, shame on me.
If they won this election, you
Shame
think they
on
would
fool
me.
me.
Fool
You
me
can't get
3
fooled
times,
again.
Can't get fooled again.
If they won this election, do you guys really think they would have learned their lesson? No, they would have
Yeah,
been
they
like,
would've.
America's
Give me
done with
another-
the
give me
America's done with abortion. They're done with the woke.
do you
Any
wanna
more
watch
articles? I don't want to watch this.
Okay,
I've seen it
is
already.
this-
He airballs
No,
everything.
look, guys, look. This guy Dave.
this-
This is Neil's
No, it's
podcast.
not.
This is Neil's idol here.
No, it's
this is
not.
Neil's
It's its idol.
No,
Let's just watch. Let's just watch.
Oh,
Steph Curry. Aw, wait.
let it rain.
He's in a suit. He was in a suit.
Somebody was watching this and they
Wow.
were like,
Neil's
look at
so
the legs together. Hold on, look at
secondhand
look at the
embarrassed for
feet
his-
together. Neil,
for
do you
his-
think you could outshoot Portnoy in
I mean,
three-point
is that even a
competition?
question though?
I mean, like, what do you?
Yeah, that's
Look at
stupid.
this.
What are
Look
we
at this.
doing?
Feet together,
Do you
body
want me
to
to
the
be
side.
real with you about that?
What?
I
Yeah.
think I can outshoot 50% of the NBA at threes.
And there we have it, folks.
What is so funny about that?
Take of the year.
50%
Of the NBA.
in.
There's a lot of centers in the NBA.
That's
They
not
don't
the-
know how to shoot threes.
There aren't 50% centers.
No. There's a lot of people who don't know how to shoot in the NBA. A lot. Ben, what's his name on the
Simmons.
Phillies? Ben Simmons.
Wow. See
Way
that?
to go. I saw that. High five. Ben Simmons, he can't even
No,
make a layup.
Nick.
Yes.
I'm not saying liberals are going to vote for DeSantis. What I'm saying is
Why are we back on this? We're
because
talking
the
about
chat
the
is
NBA.
still going on. Nick,
There-
I'm not saying liberals
You
are going to vote for DeSantis. What I'm saying is that liberals aren't going to get the same alarm bells that made them come out
To
in
go
droves
out and
against
vote.
Trump.
They're like,
the
I could put up with him.
If
I'm not going
DeSantis
to vote.
is the nominee, liberals just won't vote. They just
okay.
like
Fair
leftists
enough.
and stuff. They'll just be like, oh, unless DeSantis really comes out and does some crazy stuff and
Yeah.
really leans into the Trump character. But I don't think he has the balls to do that. I think he's gonna think that, oh, I have to be this moderate centrist when I'm on the campaign trail to try to like
Curran.
to make.
Yeah, he's saying
What is
I
it?
would. Kern is saying I would be in a shooter's league. I'm
yeah,
a shooter. It's
no,
a shooter's
There's
league.
absolutely no way.
Question mark. It's
Neil,
a.
there's absolutely
Neil,
no way you can outshoot.
LOL in capitals. Neil in today's NBA question mark. It's a shooter's league.
I
That's
am a
not what-
shooter.
That is so insane
am
that
a
you
shooter.
read that and took it as, oh, Curran's on my side.
You know, let me tell you how it goes. You know how it.
The
Let me
ego
tell
is
you. Let me tell
staggering.
you how it goes when I play pickup games. Within 3 minutes after
Brother,
I
I'm built different.
after I've shot twice, what happens is when I get the ball, the guy goes guard shooter, because I'm a shooter, son.
Not on outdoor courts. Neil goes, it's the
double
outdoor
rim.
double rim.
Also,
No, double rim is
it's
not
the
there.
NBA 3, which is like farther back. It's not even.
So what?
I think
I can shoot from NBA.
Neil can
Yeah,
make
please.
shots. Neil is a very good 3-point shooter. I just think
This is an
they're
insane
in
thing to
context.
say.
No, it's not.
In context with the NBA, yes, it is.
No.
No, it's not. It's no.
And you could still beat Serena right now.
Here, no. Well,
I love
the
you,
thing.
Nick. Thanks for tuning
Here's
in.
the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the
Don't
thing.
leave, Nick.
Here's the thing.
It's time.
Here's the thing.
Seriously,
I can't
come
ball
on.
handle like the NBA players. I can't jump like the NBA players. I'm
You're
not as
talking
fast
like
as
the
NBA
3-point
players.
contest.
Yeah,
You
but
think- Neil-
I think I could
Neil
win
goes-
the 3-point contest.
Win.
Neil goes,
Win.
If Steph Curry
win,
was in it, I get second.
Win.
I would get second only.
Win. Oh, that's
Only
sick.
to Steph Curry.
No, Will. This is
And
what,
I think on a good day I would beat him.
Okay, you're crazy. But you know,
I'm not.
You know what, though? This is
You can't
Neil.
even do that in
Somebody
Wii.
back
This
me
is
up
Neil.
here.
This is Neil. He goes, look, let me break it down for you guys. I'm not as tall as an NBA player. I'm not as fast as an NBA player.
I'm not as young.
I can't jump as high as an NBA
I'm not
player.
as athletic.
I'm not as young. I'm not as athletic. I don't have as much practice as an NBA player. But
not
let
as
me
dark.
tell you what I can do. I can shoot as well as goddamn Steph Curry. That's the argument you're making. And it sounds like the guy who was driving Will in the Uber is
No,
telling
it's
me
not.
about Thomas Edison's machine right
No,
now.
but I've proven myself. You guys have seen it.
I've seen you go like.
Have
two
you ever
for,
seen me
I've
shoot-
seen you go 2
No.
for 5 on
Oh
pickup.
my God, Steph Curry's in the chat telling you to bring.
This is bring it.
Dude, can somebody please call Steph?
Steph Curry's
right
a bum.
I
He's
mean,
a
that's-
bum. Does he even
Oh,
know who
yeah.
I am? Let's
Have
go.
you seen the warm up? If we
Yeah, I
want
saw it.
If we want to talk about
If I shot every single day, I
What's
could do it
best
too.
motivational speech? Do we need
I could
this?
do it too.
okay, yeah, actually, this is amazing. Sorry,
No, if you guys don't think I can beat 50% of the league in
this is-
NBA 3-point shooting, you're crazy.
This is maybe
We're
one of
gonna
my
test it
favorite
out.
videos.
This
This is
I
old
know
but
this.
gold.
This is
I
Neil's
know.
energy. This is
Yes,
wait, why is it
exactly.
loading?
Wait, before you start, pause it.
Is there music?
I just want to say
No.
one thing. Let's look up the NBA 3-point average percentage, and then I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna beat it. And we're gonna record it.
But you know what the thing
But
is,
beat
Neil?
it
They're doing it against NBA players.
and in
They're not
pressure.
just- they're
It's
not
not
just
you at the
standing in
gym
the gym.
practicing.
a lot of those guys are shooting open threes because the point guard
Oh,
goes in
yeah.
and he's wide open
It's
and
so
he's double
easy.
team and he kicks it out to the corner. That's what happened.
every time.
Do you, think, do you think they're shooting contested threes?
more contested than not?
Not wrong. They're not
Okay,
shooting contested
this
thries
is
because they
crazy,
wouldn't
Neil.
shoot
I have
that
to stop
because
you.
it's a bad shot.
Yeah.
Neil, I
This
have to
is
stop you.
definitely Neil.
We're never
No.
going to see eye to
This
eye
is
here.
Neil here.
No, I'll prove it. I'll make a video for
Go.
everybody.
Neil's like, I will enroll.
I'll make a video.
I will try out for the NBA. I'll make a team.
No, but it has to be
I will-
indoors. It has to be indoor shooting, and I'll do it. I swear I'll do it.
If anyone from the NBA ever sees this, please come
You
to
need
guard.
if you shoot 10 for 10.
Nobody has to guard me. That's not fair. Those guys are not taking contested
Have you ever
threes.
seen NBA players shoot with no one on them?
Yeah, all the
never,
time.
They never miss.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll
never
never
miss.
miss.
Okay, so then he said it. So what we'll do is have you shoot
70.
five,
I'll shoot 100.
This
No,
is
I'll
our
shoot
next video.
100 threes.
And how
Charge
many
your
do you think
camera.
you're gonna make?
Neil,
How many I'm gonna make at 100?
Yes.
65.
Neil, charge the camera.
65.
Charge the camera, and that's our next video.
You're not denying it.
I don't know. I'm not good at basketball. I don't even know.
all
what
right,
that
Jay,
is.
let's watch this
65
I don't
out
think-
of 100 threes.
I don't think
It's
you're
po-
gonna make
it's
that.
possible,
I don't
but-
think.
Okay, look, Neil, we'll
Just
charge
watch
your
this
camera,
video.
Charge your camera, and we'll make
No,
that our
the
next
camera's
video.
dead.
I'm saying we'll make that our next video.
Oh, okay.
All right,
This
and
is-
enough
Why you
conversation.
gotta
Yes.
call me out about charging the camera, though? We all know I didn't.
I'm saying charge the camera, and we'll make a video about.
Okay,
Hey,
thanks
could
for
you charge
reminding
the
me.
camera, please?
Thanks for reminding me. I didn't.
All right,
charge
guys,
it.
let's listen.
Win a Grammy,
It's so
clap
quiet.
louder when you win an Oscar, but the people clap the loudest when you fall. And Champ got knocked.
There's music. You said there's no
It
music.
doesn't matter.
It
Shut-
does matter.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It does.
It does.
It
That
does,
matter-
dude.
that
It
matters
does.
that
Yeah,
little
there's
bit.
music. You can't. Sorry.
You can't do
No,
it.
no,
This
now
guy's a
play it.
douche.
Now play it. Now play it. Now play it. It's fine. You can hear.
How hard you hit.
There's music.
That counts as music
Yeah.
Music counts
in
as
the
music, yeah.
background.
Where else would it be?
The
in
Indian
the
thing
Okay,
that
foreground.
we
just
show
play
with
it. Just go
music.
back to it. Go back to it and just play the thing through. So the guy stands up
We're gonna
and he's.
get copyrighted because of Will again.
That was so short. Just go back to it real
Just
quick.
describe it to us.
No, I cannot describe because you have to see the end of this.
Go back.
So the guy said I don't even know what show it
This
is,
is the
some
most
reality
intense
TV
podcast
show.
ever.
So the guy goes, doesn't matter how hard you get knocked down, it's
Okay.
about getting up. So he starts talking to everyone. So
right.
this doesn't, no, go back a little bit.
Okay.
So he starts to
So-
raise it up,
Okay.
make it full screen.
All right. It's in.
And so people are laughing at him, right? They're like,
What
this
show is
guy,
this?
I have no idea. And he's like, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And I believe in you, right? And then he just goes,
Here, turn it up.
turn it up.
What? Oh my god. He is literally
Wait, wait.
if steroids were if steroids were a human being, that's who that guy is.
There's no way that would get copyrighted. That little bit of music.
No, the music might.
The music, yeah.
Because the Indian thing we did last time.
That was a movie.
But it was music.
No, it was a movie.
They weren't talking.
But the
was
movie
from a
had
movie.
music in it.
But the movie had music. It wasn't talking. Were they talking?
Yeah.
No, she was choking the whole time.
Oh. Yeah.
Dumbass.
oh my god.
All right.
So what's happening
They're
now?
out.
Okay, let's go on.
That
Okay.
was. I
there
just
is
love
one-
that video. It's so.
You know Joe
funny.
Rogan does that sometimes.
All right,
Oh, when he gets super drunk, yeah,
Or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what he is.
he just starts
Okay,
like
so
yelling.
Alright,
guys,
Jay wants to
all
talk
right,
about
so we
this
have a
one.
new segment, and it's called, what is it called? Elon Musk
Will-
takes epic L. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to talk about the whole Twitter thing. Like, is everyone in the chat familiar with the Twitter situation? And I realize like this take is a little bit stale. This situation with Twitter, it's like
Thank you,
when you
Corinne.
have cheese and you've opened it and it's been a week and you're like, should I still eat this cheese? But you just eat it anyway. But you know if you waited 2 more days, and that's basically the situation. So we really actually probably are just going to be telling people a lot of stuff they've heard. But I think it's funny.
Well, what do you
so
wanna
let's
say?
talk about it. So Elon Musk bought Twitter, and I'm sure everyone's aware of
What?
that. Yeah, no, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Brad. That guy was just literally the
Okay,
embodiment
so he
of
bought
steroids.
Twitter.
So Elon bought Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And he basically, you know, like on Twitter, and if you guys know this or not, you can have a blue checkbox next to your name, which basically says you're verified, which means
Right.
if I sign up for Twitter as like, you know, President Biden, and I'm not President Biden, people will know that I'm not President Biden because I don't have the little check mark next to my name that says I've been verified to
Yeah.
be the official account of President
That
Biden.
seems
right?
fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense.
So Elon, I mean, and you know, we can talk
Makes
about
more
why.
sense than Neil making all those threes.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
So what Elon did was basically remove the blue checkbox, right? And
Yeah.
he basically said, "I'll give everyone a blue checkbox. All you have to do is pay $8 a month."
Subscription, baby.
So immediately, what a bunch of people did, a bunch of the funny people on the internet, was they bought
or
the,
one funny person did it, and
Dude,
then
I'm
a
what
lot
happened,
of people did it.
I feel
No,
like
what I'm
This is
saying is-
also Will's.
I feel
this
like
is also
problems
Jay's
are
story.
bad.
But one person did it, and a bunch of other people copied. Because I'm saying
no,
it's not.
everyone.
It was probably
did
a lot of Redditors.
Everyone did it.
Yeah.
Your people.
I'm saying one person had the original idea, and then a lot of people copied. So it,
No,
like,
Technically,
no,
that
no,
happens
no.
with anything in life.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what
So
happened.
it's always someone.
everyone had
copying.
the original idea. Let's
Someone
go
has
on
a
and do
original.
it.
So
Someone
look,
has a
this is
original
what
to have a
happened.
podcast. You're
Basically-
copying them.
Somebody who I think is probably like the best person in America right now, like literally just like won the whole internet.
Yeah.
They went out and they just tweeted, Eli Lilly and Company, we're excited to announce insulin is free now. And everyone thought it was the real Eli Lilly.
'Cause it has a
15,000
checkbox.
15,000 likes on that.
That was
Wow.
at the like right after. It was
And you
tweeted.
don't
It
even
got
know
way more.
how soon it
And
got
news-
taken
news
down. or
articles
whatever,
started-
Didn't the stock like tank?
Yeah, news articles started posting about it.
Hey Neil, this is his story.
And also, like Eli Lilly, like if you look, they make like all the insulin, right?
Yeah.
And so basically, what happened was Eli Lilly's stock, yeah,
a
basically
badoink-a-doink.
went down. A ton of stocks went down. Basically,
No, went down. Go
Oh,
up,
yeah,
up,
Eli-
up. Go up.
I am.
It says that. 3.4%.
3.5%, but in a company
It was
like
like-
Eli
it
Lilly,
was
that's
trillions.
billions of dollars,
Right.
billions and billions,
Billions,
of
I mean.
dollars.
Yeah.
Thanks to Elon.
So basically, yeah,
Attaboy.
huge L for Elon, right?
Yeah.
Because basically, Eli Lilly's just like, yo, Twitter, like somebody impersonated us. But the thing that I love about this, because if you see like Bernie Sanders,
You know what that person probably did? They probably shorted the stock and then tweeted that. That's probably what they did.
Oh, it'd be
here's
so
like
insane.
here's a good.
That's probably what
here's
they
a little
did.
map. Look at the graph.
Yeah.
We're excited to announce
So
insulin is free
3%.
now, and then literally it just drops 12 points immediately because everyone thinks Eli Lilly is giving away insulin, which is like so fucked. Like,
No, it dropped from 365 to 345. Dropped $20.
yeah.
$20 off the tweet. And the guy probably had puts, meaning that he profits when the company goes down in price, he makes money. So this guy probably was like, all right, I'm going to buy puts. I'm going to tweet this as if I'm Eli Lilly, and then I'm going to make a lot of money.
Sarah
kudos
has
to him. He played the system. What can you do?
Sarah has a good Bernie Sanders.
Stock market manipulation happens to all of us. It happens to the best.
I you know, as a leftist, like I said earlier, Bernie Sanders had the best take though. Did you guys see
Was it
this one?
actually Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, exactly.
But he has a white checkbox.
No, they put the white checkbox back because it was well. Anyway, I'll get to that later. But so Bernie basically goes, Eli Lilly should apologize for increasing the price of insulin over 1,200% since 1996 to $275, while it costs less than $10 to manufacture. The inventors of insulin sold their patents in 1923 for $1 to save lives, not to make Eli Lilly's CEO obscenely rich. So it started because people thought people were thought Eli Lilly was giving it away for free, but it continued because now there's so much bad publicity about how they profiteered off of insulin. So like this person who like put the
started
tweet
a
out,
revolution, brother.
It's like
cool.
chestnut checkers. What was that?
It was a chair. I'll do it again. Oh wait, it doesn't.
Oh wait, Elon Musk had to chime in
Shitting
below
your
it.
pants over there.
Here comes Elon Musk.
Is this the real one?
Here comes Bush Light. That is Bush.
Oh my God, he comes in to save the company. He comes in to save Eli Lilly because he's so.
I don't think that is actually Elon Musk because that's his picture.
That's him.
No, there's.
Dude, have you?
That's his picture.
Yeah.
I thought that was joke.
So this was the big one, but
You
literally
thought that was joke?
No.
Are you from Russia? I thought
that was joke.
Ha 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 ha.
No,
ha.
so this was the original one, right? But then like so Twitter's response is like obviously like even the FTC and stuff got involved, like the government, because they were just basically like
FCC won't let me be me, so
or no, I think it was
FTC
maybe
on MTV.
Feels
so empty without me.
He said, "Come on, dude.
Are we gonna get a commie right?
Because I'm about to get heavy.
We might.
I just settled
Neil
on my
sounds
lawsuit.
really.
Fuck you, Debbie.
So then, like literally, Twitter's like big
Can you
announcement.
stop with this,
Can
Jay?
can we stop with ad blocker forever?
Oh my god.
My computer's gonna.
So then,
die, too.
Vet your sites. Vet
I don't know
your
if we need
sites
to.
before
Do
you
we
do
need to
this.
go to all days? Can we just like
if you
talk
guys could
about
let me
them?
finish a sentence, maybe.
Yeah, because I think
I
there's a
could've
lot
got-
of stuff with this that I would like to talk about.
So
or
wait,
hear you
just let me
talk
get
about.
through the narrative,
Yep.
and then we can
Cool.
we can give commentary. So
So they
okay,
pause
so what
it?
happens? Eli Lilly loses billions of dollars. So then Twitter comes out and goes, "Hey, just kidding. Actually, you can't buy the $8 verification."
Yeah.
And they reinstated the official badge. So he basically rolled back his big feature. And also, there's like billions of dollars in interest payments because of the loans Elon took. Like every month, the interest payments are going to be like $1.2 billion.
Oof.
So that's why he fired 75% of the staff immediately. So anyone who could have told him like how terrible this situation would have gone, fired from the company. Then they call back the staff and say, hey, just kidding. Some of you who we fired, we actually need.
Yeah.
And this big feature which he's rolling out literally just tanks and causes Eli Lilly money. And the government like investigates. That's how bad it goes. So he's literally like tanking the company beyond
then,
belief.
did you not?
I have a take on Elon Musk.
Okay.
So wait.
Is there, because there is more, right? Like then it becomes, well, for me it's from like the worker's perspective where he tells, go ahead. I don't know.
No. So Let me go through let me go through the whole narrative of this. So then, of course, Elon tweets out, hey guys, to combat the official impersonation, are we still good? Hold on. Yeah, we are. To combat the impersonation, we've added an official label to some accounts. And then Twitter. Oh, wait, sorry. And then literally the. Hold on. So.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh no, I'm trying to find exactly.
I will.
So
hold on.
Okay.
Twitter support.
Well, let me just talk about it a little bit, from what my understanding is. So he says, hey, all these people, we don't need you. So they let people go. So, but some of the people they let go, and he's like, oh, there's all these services that we're running where we don't actually need. One of those was this two-factor identification.
Hold on, I gotta find it.
And so what happens is they're like, oh, we don't need this service. We can get rid of these people. Turns out if you had set up for your Twitter account a two-factor identification thing where they send you a message, they turned all that off. And so what happens if you logged out of your Twitter account, you couldn't log back in because the job that ran to send the code to your phone was deleted.
No, that That's kind of
So
what
you
happened.
couldn't log in just with your password and username?
Yeah, like once you signed out, you couldn't sign back in. Wow. So then he starts to say,
No, well, that was
Okay.
only for
"Oh,
some
I don't."
users.
But then he was like, "Hey,
wait.
we're
Stop.
we're
Let
about
me
to
tell
go
the narrative.
hardcore."
Stop. No. You're jumping way ahead of what happened. Okay,
But-
there's so many more. Let me tell the
Okay.
story, Will.
All right.
I got all the links. I got all
I don't
the narrative
know,
together.
Jay.
So wait, okay. So then, like, what happened?
They can't
okay.
see it.
So then, basically, what happens? I know, Will. I'm
Okay.
controlling it. I know what they can see. So then he says, okay. So then, literally, like, in the midst of all of this, the verification stuff, everyone on Twitter literally just starts impersonating everybody. So, like, this Ted Cruz tweet. The first time I entered my
username?
human wife, I said, groaning into her ear, "This is exactly how mother said it would feel." And then Ben Shapiro, "Oh my God, you got me kind of horny right now, Mr. Cruz." And then
Okay.
Ted Cruz, "Have you tasted the entrails of a man, Ben? There is no carnal pleasures delectable."
Okay.
So in the midst of this Eli Lilly thing, like Will kind of said, everyone gets the idea to just start like absolutely impersonating everybody in the entire platform.
You gotta close some links, brother.
Yeah, I know for sure.
He's
I feel
lost.
like I'm
He's lost.
Yep.
He's lost.
I feel like I'm out of the
He's
links.
lost.
Dead air.
So, oh yeah, no, and then right after that, basically the technology information security chief resigns. And tons of executives just start resigning. Like they're going on calls being like, "Yes, Twitter's doing fine, everyone. We can't wait for these new features." And then just like resigning the same day. So like the like chief of information security, like anyone who had anything to do with the verification thing, like just immediately resigns off of Twitter,
Okay.
which was insane.
All right.
And then, like, so now, like, okay, so what happened? 75% of the company fired. The biggest feature that they rolled out completely tanked. A bunch of the executives resigned. And then, worse, Elon starts getting on the internet, and this is kind of what Will was just talking about. And he starts talking about how shitty the Twitter code base is to sort of trash Twitter. And all the people he fired literally just start being like, "No, you're wrong. You don't understand how software works." Like, the craziest...
Actually, I worked on it, and
Like, look, this guy, Elon, goes like, "Oh, by the way, I'm sorry Twitter's so slow. It's doing all this stuff." And then this guy goes, "I spent 6 years working on Twitter, and no, it does not." And basically,
but then he's still
then Elon
responding.
gets into an argument with this guy.
How obviously you're not that busy if you're responding to people on Twitter. That's what I would say from his perspective, because it's like, man, you're saying all this stuff of we need to be hardcore and only the. Sorry, Jay. Maybe you get to
No,
this
go for it.
eventually, but he eventually he comes around. And he's like, hey, you're either with us or against us, and if you want to be part of this hardcore working extra hours
Yeah,
thing,
this
then
is-
you have to stay.
Well,
This is the letter.
This
I
is
do-
okay. So this is actually
This is the
insane
letter where he
Okay,
says-
because
before
of,
basically-
like,
he
okay,
said-
before, wait a second. I've never really understood. Elon has like a lot of children, like 6 or 7 children.
No, but more than that, probably. Bless you.
he's got those Nick Cannon numbers.
He's got a lot of wives and he's got a lot of children. How does he have the
Ex-wives.
time to manage? Yeah, ex-wives. How does he have the time to manage Tesla and Twitter?
He doesn't.
He was
And the
called. He
kids?
was called.
It's
They
impossible.
recently interviewed him about that, and he was basically just like, I mean, he's insane.
He's an
He ba-
ideas
so he
guy
goes-
that doesn't actually follow
He
through.
put this out the same week when Twitter's having the meltdown.
Yeah.
Anyone who is not, anyone who cannot come into the, anyone who does not check a box in this email, he sent an email with a link on it and a checkbox, and it said, "If you want to still work here, click this checkbox and reply to this email. And if you don't, you're fired by Thursday." He also said, anyone who wants to keep working at the company, you have to be working in the office by 40 hours a week starting tomorrow, or you're fired.
And then he
To
says,
be in the office.
So-
40 hours
so-
a week.
Be
Part
in
of
the
it-
office 40 hours a week.
the funny
Well,
thing that I saw
regular
that
job.
people's comments were saying were like, oh,
But
if
it's
I
a
would
remote company.
if I would have gotten that message from him, I would have been like, oh, this is a scam. I'm not going to click the link. Right. Like, so I
Yeah,
thought
it's a
that was
phishing scam.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was really funny. And then, yeah. So then he just like completely upends these people. And then it do you have like the hardcore
Hey
thing?
everyone, it's me,
'Cause that-
Elon Musk.
I had sent man, this is so close to the edge. What he sent, do you have the hardcore of what he said?
The text of the link. Yeah.
Well, no, not the text of the link.
He said
something
we
today.
need to be hardcore.
Okay, in that. So he says hardcore. So then what I found out today is what happened was now they've completely disabled everyone's badges because in what he offered is if you don't want to be here, then we're going to give you 3 months severance. And yeah, a lot of people are taking the 3 month severance. And so
Probably
then it's
a
like
bad time to do that, but okay.
Man, I feel like
I think it's a bad idea.
I don't know what happened. I added more links to this. It didn't save, but there were like
Okay.
some of the funniest.
Is that the end of the saga? Is that where we're at?
No.
There's more? How could there be more?
Niels born.
Well, it's a lot.
we have talked about this a lot.
So
Funniest tweet? Oh, impersonation.
There
Not
was
that
one
one.
screenshot I sent you guys, which I can't find, but it was basically
we might
like
find it later.
the impersonation tweets.
Yeah.
But yeah,
see.
anyway. So I don't know. Tinfoil hat, I think he's kind of doing it on purpose.
Why?
Okay, that was actually another funny thing that I saw.
think he's
I
trying
don't-
to
I don't know
bankrupt
why
Twitter?
He probably has shorts on.
Twitter?
So wait, here.
I don't think you can do that.
So
I don't think you
Nintendo,
can either. I
Nintendo of
see.
America sent Mario just giving the middle finger.
So the one funny thing, another comment that I read that I think is really funny is
Wait,
that
Tesla, did you see this other Tesla one where it goes, a second Tesla has just hit the World Trade Center? Did
oh
you see that?
no, that's
That was
bad.
from the Tesla
That's
real
bad.
account.
That's bad.
Chiquita Banana, we've just overthrown the Brazilian government.
Yeah, I saw that.
I
one.
apologize to, and then Chiquita, the real company, had to say, we have not overthrown a government since 1954. Just self-owning so hard.
I think one of the funniest things I saw was people saying, "I hope he buys Ticketmaster."
Pope Francis
Yeah.
offering people to go into heaven for $8 a month, link in bio.
Yeah.
OJ Simpson, yeah, I'm not going to lie, I did that shit. So literally, like, the last week has just been entirely full of just people impersonating people and Elon personally responding to, like, everyone.
Yeah,
which
and
is
I
the
would agree.
craziest
So
thing
I
ever.
take it back. I would say that like those are someone had to think of the idea and execute. I'm just saying it was an original idea that everyone was like, "Oh, let me get a fake one." It was that someone else did it, and then they're
Where's
like,
our live?
"Let's."
I don't know. You're running it.
Are
Are
we
still
gone?
live?
Click it. Connection. We're
It
down
says
to 3
connection
viewers.
Have we been off this whole time?
Are we back?
I don't know.
I think
The
no, I
chat
think
hasn't
we're- I
moved
think
in
we're
4
still
hours
going.
and 30 minutes.
Can someone in the chat did we mess that up? Is not receiving enough
It would've
video
been
to
Jay.
maintain smooth streaming.
Oh,
Worst
yeah,
person
okay,
to
all
buy
right.
Twitter.
There you
I
go.
feel like either
That-
we're
I don't
there
know.
or we're not. We'll see when we stop. But no,
Type 34 in the chat, 38 in the chat
Oh, he
if
was
it
there.
was.
He was there. He was
No, but that could have been literally at the
Or-
beginning when we started talking.
well,
Well,
We'll see.
guess
I
I
don't
better
know
hit
if I
the old
want
dusty trail.
yeah.
that Twitter story went great. It's great when two people try to tell us the same story.
yeah, we see
Well,
it, Alex.
that's. I don't know if that was the reason. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, we were just scared. We didn't know. Were we off? Yeah. So
Okay.
anyway, so I think tinfoil
We're
hat. I
okay.
think he's
Thank
doing
you.
it on purpose.
Thank you, Alex.
I don't think so.
You don't think? You think he's that bad of a manager that he's just destroying the company?
I think has too much, he has too much going on. He's not able to do a good job at anything. I think he's half-assing everything, and he's lost his people. And the way he treats people at Tesla is not the way people want to be treated at Twitter. And he's losing his employees. So
I mean,
think-
Tesla's been under fire for being like super racist, super mean, like unsafe and unfair working conditions. Like they've gotten in a lot of trouble, like environmental hazards around the factory. Like they've gotten in a lot of trouble for stuff. And I feel like because it's not a social media network, people just haven't, like, they just haven't cared or known enough. Like I feel like if you're like, I make cars and I make spaceships, and so I have to push people to the limit and make them work crazy hours, people accept that. But if it's like, I make Twitter, then suddenly it's just like, I don't understand.
Elon
Like,
has blown up so much lately. My take on Elon, I think he's the next Kanye West. I think Elon was good a few years ago.
He hates
and he's
Jewish
fading. No, I just think he's fading. I think he's going to make some ridiculous comments. Everybody's going to be like, I'm so over Elon. He's going to want the spotlight. He's not going to get it. He's going to go crazy, and he's going to do stupid stuff. And Tesla's going to tank. Twitter's going to tank. In 3 years, Twitter will be gone. Kanye
I think
West can't
Tesla
even
will
get
be gone.
Reebok to sponsor his shoes. It's over for Kanye. It's over for Elon. It's time for Schneider 2044, baby. We're back. We're so back.
I think you're right, Curran. Though I think he tried to kill it. I think he tried to kill it.
All right. Time for the last segment.
Oh
I gotta go soon.
yeah. We gotta wrap it up for
Yeah.
sure. We could talk about the other stuff.
Hour and 21.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. I wish
We
it
have
was a
one
good
segment.
conversation.
We have one segment.
Neil tuned out completely.
No, I
He
didn't.
did it.
I-
We were
I
waiting
gave
for you to
the
pull up
opportunity.
links.
People are engaged in
Don't
the
blame
chat. They want to
me.
hear our take. Literally, I get through the whole narrative of the whole story. I get through all these links, and the moment I try to do any
Agree, Alex.
any commentary, any conversation about it, Neil goes. He literally goes like this, and this is it, and then. Okay,
That
so
was
we're
me.
just gonna move on to the subject.
No, I was just closing it out.
Why?
mean,
It wasn't ready because it was time to actually have a discussion about it.
we talked 20 minutes
Finally.
about him. All right, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Twitter bad.
What are you going to say?
Twitter bad. Elon bad.
No, I'm just saying, it
Will
wasn't, the
do.
segment's over now, but it just didn't go well.
That was the execution. No, I'm not. Let's move on to Neil's got issues.
No, we're going to move on when Jay wants to move on.
Okay.
Jay has some comments about
So
Elon.
let's hear what
No,
else
no,
do you have
no,
to
no,
lead us.
What
no,
else
no,
do you have to
lead
say?
us.
No, let's move on. Let's move on.
No, lead us.
No,
You
let's
were
move
ready
on.
to talk about it. I'm listening. What
I'm
is it?
listening to
No,
you.
you seem really engaged.
I am.
All I'm saying is you're really engaged.
I am. I'm really engaged. What would you? My ears are open. What would you like to say?
Brad said, "Tell him, Jay." No, I'm just messing. It's fine. We don't have to talk about it. My
No,
only thought
no.
was, you don't think he's doing it on purpose, or you think he's not doing it on purpose? That was the question I posed.
Will?
I don't think he's doing it on purpose. I think he's kind of, I agree, like egomaniac, narcissistic, where he thinks he knows best and can come into an organization that he doesn't know anything about and, oh, I'm going to change things because I know. But then it's like, well, then what's your track record of doing that? You have a bunch of fanboys and you have a lot of hype behind you, but when have you actually executed on a lot of stuff? And from what I've seen, you haven't. So it's like, you might have a lot of money because you get this hype, but that doesn't necessarily mean you know what you're doing.
And I don't think he's gonna be the richest person in the world for long.
Is he richest person in the
He
world?
is, yeah.
I think
He's like
I think he's
On
combined
paper.
combined more than Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos.
Well, Zuckerberg got hit hard.
yes, but
Per his own
in
doing.
general, And
I don't even know if Zuckerberg's
obviously
top
the guy's
20
like
anymore.
obviously it's just me, some lowly layman
Some lowly
who
layman.
doesn't really know. Like, I don't have $1 trillion. I don't have $1 billion. I don't have $1 million.
Right.
So it's easy to also like point fingers, but it just seems how everything has been handled is not great, and I wouldn't want to work for him.
I don't think you
period.
can be a CEO of two very successful companies at one time. Like Twitter and Tesla.
Do you think he actually does anything at Tesla and SpaceX? No.
I don't know.
He doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
He's getting the person pregnant and saying, "I'll buy you a horse." That's what he's doing
No, he
at
wanted to have
Tesla.
sex with her, right?
He goes, "If you have sex with me, I'll buy you a horse."
Yeah,
He goes,
that's-
"You like horses,
That
right?"
sounds very Elon.
You think he's getting massages at the office? You think he's really doing
get-
anything?
Yeah, that's fair. But do you think he's
We're
doing
not
anything
fighting,
at Twitter?
guys. I was just
do you think
busting
he's
Neil's
doing?
balls.
Do you
I
think
was
he's
just
doing
busting his
anything
balls.
at Twitter though?
It's a passion.
We're good, right, Neil?
debate.
Tell the chat we're good. Are you upset?
Yeah, I
was just
think
busting your
upset.
balls.
in general,
I'm upset. 50
50,
million off my head is
50,
disrespect.
He's not upset.
a lot
really
of
mad.
people think that when
Come
we
on.
talk or
don't
are
fucking touch
impassioned,
You're
that
gonna-
we're actually
You're gonna turn
fighting.
the chat against me.
That we're actually fighting. We don't actually fight. We always end the show happy.
I actually-
one time we had a.
So
Literally only one time.
before we get
ever,
to-
though.
before we get to our
even
last-
been like a little bit.
before we get to our last segment, Neil's got issues.
Why do you
We're
gotta
gonna
go
ask
so
the-
soon? Why are you rushing?
Because
this
I have a 4-hour
And it's-
exam tomorrow.
yeah.
What are you taking an exam?
I thought it was
To be
3
a
hours.
drone pilot.
to be a
3
drone.
hours.
Did you
Yeah,
literally say
wow.
to be a drone?
Drone pilot.
Wow, inflation
What
on
kind of
those
drone?
hours, brother.
What kind of drone? A pilot. To fly a drone commercially.
What kind of drone? I said.
A Skydio.
What's that?
It's a big drone that you fly and it takes
Why
pictures.
are you being so cagey about this? Is it top secret? Is it security clearance?
No, I don't know what you mean by what drone. A drone that flies and he takes pictures so that we can do
Will
inspections.
it pick me
You're
up?
in a great mood.
Will
Neil.
it pick me
I'm
up?
in
You're in a
fan-
fantastic
Neil,
mood.
have you seen all the airspace? Have you seen all the airspace? Will it pick
That's
me
what
up
I'm
and take me
saying.
to my job?
Y'all are laughing now. In 20 years, I'm going to be right.
Neil's
They're-
gonna be
the
he's gonna have a
roadway-
Wanna bet?
PlayStation controller.
20 years?
20 years. 20-year bet. Longest bet in all
20-year
time.
bet.
$20.
So in 20 years, what's gonna happen? Okay,
Everyone is gonna have a drone, personal drone.
No,
that
in
Trump-
20 years, drones will be carrying us from location to location locally,
Thanks,
so that
Colby.
traffic on the roadways are not going to be as congested. That's what's going to happen. We're going to start using air traffic because there's too many people in this country.
Who
there's
told
too many
you this?
people. Nobody. I
Is
told
this on the
myself.
test? Is this on the test?
No.
Is this? 'cause
What
if this
kind
is
of
on the-
propaganda test are
If
you
this is
taking?
what
What's a
the- yeah.
propaganda? What is that?
It's like a gondola. You
Propa-
ever rode one of those?
Propa Uganda.
You sound stupid right now.
Wait.
Mr. Gala over here.
Gala. It's a gala.
Gala?
It's
I
not
mean-
a gala. You sound like an idiot
I
again.
don't know which one is it.
It's not gala.
Gala.
Ask the chat. Is it gala? Or
Gala.
gala? Do
Gala.
It. Do it.
You know how
Okay,
to
let's
spell
do
it.
it. We'll do a
You can't
poll.
just
Do a
put
poll.
G-A-L.
G-A-Y-L-A and G-A-L-A.
Wait, I
Yeah.
don't see the poll.
But
option.
anyway,
Okay, here we go.
Oh
Poll.
yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Gala.
yeah, no, in 20 years,
Gala.
people will be transported locally.
What's gonna happen in 20 years?
People will be transported locally.
How soon?
In the air.
20.
20.
Okay.
2042.
Gala.
Do you get that math, Will?
Gala.
2042.
All right, guys, we have a poll
Local
going on. Is
transportation.
it,
This
is
one?
it gala or gala?
96.5. Is that
Gala
that's
is
4?
yes and gala is no. So please, chat, weigh in and let us know how to pronounce that word.
Yeah, and then there'll be
So the thing about Elon,
the roadways are going to be way less congested. You can take the roadway or you can take your drone. It
Too
has to be
energy
registered.
inefficient.
You have why? Because you're Mr. Oil and
but
Gas.
also like
And
No,
it's
I'm
electrical,
not
you're like,
saying
oh
that at all.
no,
if you fall off of a drone, you die.
Yeah, exactly.
you won't.
You hit people in the air
Wait,
You won't.
stop. No,
They're
stop.
programmed.
in 20 years.
Back
Oh.
up. Let's talk about Neil's test, which is so much more important than Elon Musk buying Twitter.
Okay, I was wrong.
Okay, so you're doing a test
Tomorrow, yeah.
tomorrow to learn to fly drones. Why?
Someone agreed
For
with
what
you.
purpose?
A lot of people agreed. 67.
You.
With you.
Guys,
No,
please
but that's only
vote. Please
three.
vote. To
Somebody
see, please
agreed.
vote in the
It's 2
chat.
to
Vote
1.
on the poll if you're in the chat.
What, Jay?
Vote to see
What is it?
What?
Mr. Perfect Score SAT Gala
Oh, I don't
Gala.
I feel like I say gala, but
I
that's
think
just
it
me.
is.
Who says gala? You?
I just
Nobody,
It's 50-50.
nobody says gala.
Guys,
Let's
please,
go.
please
Gala?
vote. Please vote. Please
What's
vote.
wrong with you?
We need more
Bunch
than.
of
Hey,
We're
can
idiots.
we
literally
hear
tied. We
Neil's
don't-
got issues.
No, wait.
Yeah.
I'm asking Neil about, and I'm asking Neil about this. Come on, Will.
Nobody
You don't want to
cares
go. You don't
about
want
my
to go home.
exam.
You don't want to just go home with yet. No,
Nobody
they do
cares
care.
about my work.
Why are you taking a test to fly drone? What does
Yeah,
the drone
actually, that's
do?
good.
So what happens is at a construction site when people
Inspection
are like
from
13
up high.
floors up above us and we can't really see what's going on and they claim things were going up there and we're not able to see it, we're gonna take the drone up there and then we'll just take
It's an
videos
OSHA
of it.
drone?
Yes.
To spy on people to see if they're
Yes.
doing wrong stuff.
Yes.
So you're a spy now.
No,
You're a
because
narc.
the only way we go out there is if we get a complaint.
So you get a complaint, and what do?
Okay,
they
we'll go
Neil,
investigate.
They go, Neil, put on the VR goggles.
You know what's gonna happen?
And
These
fly
construction
this-
sites, they're gonna hear brrrr, like, oh shit, it's OSHA.
Does it have a speaker so you can
Let's
talk
go.
through?
Da, 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 da.
They're gonna hear.
I love the smell
Everybody
of
run,
napalm
it's
and-
OSHA. Brrrr, and the drone's gonna come up.
What is this
You know,
thing?
oh shit, it's OSHA.
The,
Spread.
the sky goes black. The
Or-
sky goes dark. They're like, what is that? It's OSHA.
What's the
That is
song
gonna
from
be me
the
on
wait,
a drone.
that- this is what the government-
Wow, motherfuckers.
the Vietnam movie? And they're coming in on the helicopters.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
napalm in the morning.
Yes,
that song.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
Flight of the Valkyries.
Flight of the
I can't sing
Valkyries.
it, but-
I know. I don't know how it
So
goes.
wait, Neil, you're telling me stop. Just stop for a second.
I
You don't want to
didn't
talk
do
about
it.
Elon? We're
Why are you
talking about
telling me to
this.
stop when I haven't started
'Cause
anything?
you went like this. You went like you were gonna say something.
You don't know me.
You go.
Colby's riding cows
What do you
to
want?
work.
Are we talking about
So,
Elon still?
I'm a construction worker and I'm hammering
you're
in
not.
I'm hammering into my 2x4 or whatever, and I hear.
Right.
And then I'm not properly strapped into my ladder
Okay.
or
Right.
whatever.
Throw hammer.
And then I hear, "This is Neil Schneider with OSHA. Sir, you are not properly secured to that ladder.
That's right.
Please step down from the ladder, sir, or you risk being a citation."
I'm actually.
And then the drone flies away
I'm gonna
to go
Until
save.
next time.
No, I'm gonna absolutely abuse my power.
Those safety goggles are not regulation tint.
With great power comes great responsibility.
No, I'm gonna tell him put your hands up.
Sir,
Put your hands up. Stop what
I
you're
do
doing.
have a gun.
Sir.
An OSHA-approved gun, that is.
Yeah. Sir, that helmet, that is not a helmet. It is a Colorado Rockies baseball cap. That is not an official headgear to protect your brain.
Yo, it's funny. It's funny to make fun of people
And
that
you're
protect
literally
workers.
upset because you have to take a test to do this.
No, you know what's funny?
And you think that's cool.
You know what's funny?
To
It's
even tell us about
It's
that.
funny to make fun of someone who's protecting workers daily. That's a funny thing to do.
Yeah, with his drone. With his drone of...
Keep it up.
His drone of protection.
No, it's funny. He's a hero. Keep making fun of him.
He's
With a
hero.
great
Keep making fun of
personality.
him.
So this is Neil's life, everyone.
Sir, do you know any single women?
Sir, is that woman your girlfriend or is she your sister? Because if she's your sister, then please write your number on paper and hold it up to the drone camera.
That booty is not OSHA-approved.
Y'all done? Y'all want to done? Keep going?
Those are
Anything
not
else?
OSHA-approved yams, sir.
Okay. All right.
Ma'am. No, wait. So this is Neil's day. This is Neil's day.
Why is it my day?
He gets up in the morning. He brushes his teeth. He leaves
Like,
his...
time to save some lives.
He leaves his very comfortable townhome in the Arvada area. He drives to OSHA. He puts on a VR headset and he straps in and he does
Let's
drone.
strap in, boys.
He does drone patrol for 12 hours.
That's pretty sick, is it not?
That
That's
Sits
pretty
down
sick.
in his chair, opens a Code
Kinda-
Red Mountain Blue.
Then no.
Ready
then
for work,
He
boys.
clocks out at the end of the day. He clocks out at the end of the day, and then he goes, "Oh wait, it's Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and Kevin Durant challenging me to a 3-point competition." And so he leaves his work as a drone patrolman, and then he participates in an NBA 3-point
No, I
competition.
get in my personal drone. I head over to Madison Square Garden,
and he wins.
and then I win.
He wins the 3-point competition.
Then he tweets as the real Donald Trump.
No, I wouldn't do tweet. I would tweet as.
Then he goes to meeting with his campaign staff for his 2024 presidential
Right.
campaign.
Yeah.
This is you started.
It sounds like the life of Elon Musk, which is totally made up and false, and he's a
Wow,
loser.
that's what we call the ultimate
Elon Musk
callback.
is a loser. He's
That's
a loser.
the ultimate callback.
All right. Speaking
Neil's
of
got
time.
issues.
All right, go
All right,
ahead.
fine. You guys can ruin my Elon segment. It sucked anyway. Everyone
ahead.
knows he sucks.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't suck.
It's very dynamic. I mean, there's a lot that happened.
There's a lot of
I'm-
moving parts. I'm trying to get better at doing like a long form thing.
All right.
That's why I was
gotta
getting
study
a little,
still, guys. So call it.
little
Let's
stressed.
call it.
Well, next
Neil's
time.
got issues. Yeah.
Yeah. So before I read this question, I want the chat. We're gonna have a special Who Invited Will
50-50.
Thanksgiving. We're gonna have a special Who Invited
Hey,
Will
guys,
Thanksgiving.
Our poll is tied, so apparently you can say gala and gala at the same time.
Yes.
Sorry, new poll. Neil, what's the poll?
We are going to have a Will's Who Invited Will special episode next Tuesday. We're trying to think of a topic. We want to have like a Thanksgiving topic where we can do something. Give us some ideas in the chat of what you guys would like.
Just
us to
type
do.
it out. We don't need a thing.
Not a poll. Just
Yeah,
what do you
not a
want us
poll.
to do? In the meantime, here we have Neil's Got Issues.
Thanks.
Again, we're gonna do we want to do something special for next Tuesday for our Thanksgiving show. All right, Neil's Got Issues. I've been living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been living in Denver for a few years now, and I'm contemplating leaving.
I know who this is.
Trying to date girls
It's
in
me.
trying to date girls in Denver is not going very well. I am very successful meeting girls elsewhere in the country,
The Midwest.
and even back home in the Midwest. But for some reason, I haven't
You know who
met
this
the
is?
right person in Denver. My job will let me live wherever I want, so that's not a problem. You don't know who this is. Should I leave? Do you guys find it difficult to connect with girls in Denver?
This might be one where Neil could head
No, it's
this
your
off.
guys' first. You guys go ahead.
Okay. So
So he's having, or
yes,
he
I
or she
understood.
is having, no, girls. So
I'm
he-
having I mean,
why,
he's having
why? It could be a woman who
It
is
could,
in.
but I just revealed it wasn't.
Okay.
So.
So if you're having issues here, and okay, so there's a couple things. I've gone through this with another buddy who basically had the same conversation, and at least the advice I gave him is like, if you feel lonely here and you know that being around family and people that you knew growing up, if your friends are still in the Midwest, then to me it does make sense to go back. Like, the whole reason I moved around is because there is excitement. There is kind of an unknown to it, but I also understand the like comfort of being around people that you know and love. And I think that when you're in that kind of environment, that can also lead to you feeling more confident and also lead to you finding people that are kind of on the similar wavelength. So my opinion would be, yeah, if there's nothing keeping you in Denver, your job isn't, you can work remote and you can go back. I don't know why you would. You didn't, at least from what this said, there was nothing positive keeping you in Denver. So go.
I was just going to say what Sarah said in the chat, but if you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. You've got 99 problems, but a girlfriend ain't one.
Hit me.
Wait, so
what do you think?
So the issue is that they moved here and they can't meet women? Or what's the
They're
problem?
trying to find a girl here and they're not able to connect with one. I asked, do you have problems connecting with girls here in Denver? Like, have you had success elsewhere? And do you think he should move back to the Midwest?
Being from somewhere where people are a little stuffy, like DC, they're actually really freaking stuffy. I think people are a little stuffy here, honestly.
Oh,
I think people are
I
a little,
love that answer.
I think people are a little cold here. I think people are a little into their own thing. Like, I think people move to Denver because they're like, I want to live by the mountains, and I came here in 1994, and the mountains spoke to me, and I want to live my individual life with the mountains and just like kind of escape from like real world reality. Yeah, like just the mountains. Everyone just like the mountains, and they just come out here to like get away from reality a little bit and like live their sort of like. They want to have like a dog and like, you know, go on hikes with the dog, and that's like why people move here. So I honestly think people kind of move here to like check out from society. I don't think the social culture here is like people don't really like go up to each other randomly and just like start a conversation as much here. I feel like.
But don't you feel like that's a problem?
Yeah, but like you're not gonna change that. If this person feels like
that makes it suck.
It does suck.
Does it?
It sucks here.
Do you have problems? Like,
I don't think it sucks here. I just think it's like it's not the most like open and friendly place, especially because I think so many people who live here are transplants, and I think like maybe the local Colorado people are nice.
Yes.
But a lot of the Texans and Californians and Chicagans.
Texans? No.
Okay.
Californians?
Yeah, no, the Texans are great everywhere. That everyone loves them.
You
everywhere.
said that the East Coast people are like jerks, or
they are jerks.
Yeah, and now they've moved here.
Right.
And now the people here are jerks.
Now this is just another transplant city.
Exactly.
DC's like that too. It's like a transplant city, and like so nobody really feels that much of a connection to community here. I think they just come here because they're like, oh, I want to like get a Subaru and like go skiing on the weekends, and just like it's a very individualistic. It's not like I came here to find my like community of cool people because Denver's known for cool people. It's not known for cool people. It's known.
It was.
Maybe it's known for cool places. Colorado's known for cool places, and I think it's like people who move here are a little bit individualistic. That's my opinion. Yeah, so I totally get it. If you can't meet people here, because I think a lot of cities are kind of becoming the same now, and it's just full of transplants who don't really have much of a loyalty to the place. They don't really care about the community. They just want to come in and kind of change it to be like what they're used to without really trying to get to know what it is. And it's sad. So, I mean, you know, if you feel like you've gone other places where you can meet people and you feel like more comfortable, like if you go to Miami, if you go to Atlanta, if
Midwest.
you go to, I don't know what's in the Midwest. If you go to Boise, Idaho, and you're like, man, the chicks here are really groovy, baby,
city.
you know, then like, go live there. Like, there's nothing to keep you in Denver. Like, Denver basically sucks since the pandemic. I'm
Brad,
sorry.
that's what I said.
think-
Mic drop.
Sucks since the pandemic.
It kind of does.
I agree.
It's so different
have
after COVID.
to-
Like, Denver before COVID, like 2019 was like the most fun year ever. Like, there was always stuff going on. There were so many people out. It felt like you could always go out and sort of see people.
Yeah,
you
no,
knew.
downtown absolutely died.
And now it's dead. Yeah,
It's dead and has not returned.
and so maybe it's just COVID.
It just
maybe
has
it's just
not
COVID.
returned.
That's my idea.
It just never returned.
But like even going out the other night, like what happened? We went out for Will's birthday. We spent exorbitant amounts of money on alcohol that made us feel like we were gonna die.
And it was
just
so
some of
young.
us.
The
Some of
people
People
just
were really
felt-
young and just
They were.
like
We've
they were
gotten
all
older.
like they all had like those like you know how like women now wear like the clown like sort of like blush, like they go heavy on the
Yikes.
blush.
Yeah.
It felt very
And
East
guys
Coast.
all dressed like, you know,
Like
they're in
East
Smashing
Coast.
Pumpkins and they have flannels on. It's just
Yeah.
like this is boring.
It
Dude.
is boring.
It's boring. Like
Yeah.
go to either go to way more city or go way more rural. But don't go to like Austin. It's just the same shit.
I feel what Jay said. I have to agree with a lot of what Jay said. I do feel.
Did I not say the same thing?
I don't remember.
Agree with me.
Did I said
Agree
that
with
there
him
were
too,
a lot
Neil.
of trans? I agree.
There's
with
a lot
him.
of
There's a lot of
trans
transplants.
plants.
One. There's a lot of transplants. Two. Denver has become significantly more materialistic.
It's so expensive now too compared to how it was in 5 years ago.
It's significantly more materialistic, and it's significantly more about how you look, how you dress. Again, back to the materialistic issues. Will and I were here 10 years ago. Do you remember how much fun we used to have?
We
like
had
that.
a ball.
But you know how you remember like just meeting people, girls in particular.
But
how
I think
we
there's
did
a
very well for ourselves.
There's
and
a
had fun.
nostalgia though, and then there's also a novelty factor when you're just going out to the bars when you're young. Like that was our first
it was more
internship
fun.
job, and so then it was like
But
when
people-
you're around that for the first time, yeah, it's great.
No, but people were significantly more friendly than now. It's not the same people.
I haven't
It-
been
it
out.
was
in a
what
long
We
time.
lost those people. They're
People-
not there anymore. We got these losers out there from California, from the northeast United States.
Texas.
They come out.
Texas.
They act like they're in freaking Boston.
Texas.
They think
Houston.
no. You know why? I go back to Houston. I do great in Houston still. I still got it when I go back to Houston. It's here. They're so much more friendly and so much more welcoming. and
Bro, Game Neal is
willing-
off the
That's
charts.
South,
willing,
though.
willing,
That's the
willing
South.
to give you an opportunity to
Yeah, I
to
agree.
talk to
I
them.
would agree with
Here,
that.
that's
Yes.
dead now.
Yeah.
You can't even try. It's cliquey. It feels like
Yeah.
a bunch of
It
frat
feels,
girls and
yes,
frat
it
boys.
feels very like the East Coast in
And
terms
it's
of
lost
very-
itself. So
very
I don't
cliquey,
blame
very
this
fratty.
person who submitted the question saying they miss going back home and spending time in the Midwest. Do it. I say do it because this place is going downhill. The people are not as nice as friendly, and it's making it a whole lot more difficult to meet somebody that you can really fall in love with. That's
you
what
go.
I think.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
I
have
think
to
it's,
review the tape.
Neil's fired up about this.
No,
one.
because it makes me mad. How bad this city was incredible 10 years ago. It was incredible.
Even
it
5,
was a
6 years
different
ago,
town.
it was
5,
amazing.
6 years ago, still amazing. And now we have all these people moving in. Things are crazy expensive, and it's all about who do you know, what do you wear, how much money do you have, how good do you look. That's all that matters anymore. It's a joke. These people are idiots. They're losers. It's not cool to be here. I'm leaving too.
All right. Yeah,
Are
I
you?
don't
No,
I'm
no,
out.
no,
I'm
no.
out, baby. Let's go.
I'm not.
Will,
I'm not
enjoy.
leaving.
Hasta la vista. I'm out of here.
But
Yeah.
man, we had,
I-
God, we killed it.
It was so
Yeah,
fun.
it's fun.
It was so much
But
fun.
I think it was like, yes, Will's right. We were younger, and there's a little bit of
Wasn't me.
rose-colored
I'm not
lenses.
from the Midwest.
There's a little bit of like rose-colored lenses with it, I think.
Yeah.
But like, I also think that like, I don't know. It's gonna take like after something like a pandemic, it probably takes like a good 10 years for like the social culture to rebound.
But
honestly.
how are people that are so brutal like that meeting other people? Are other people like them also brutal? So it's like two brutals make a
That's also-
attraction.
They're not happy. I mean, people who
You
go
don't think
out
so?
and people who go out and you meet them and they just seem so lame and they're not having fun. They're not happy.
They're actually lame people, and it's like
That's why-
that's
yeah.
how I've always seen it. Like
I agree.
even growing up, I would look at people and be like, "Oh, why does this guy have a girlfriend and I don't?" Like, there was a little bit of that where it's just like nice guy syndrome, where I'm like, "Oh," but I think there is a lot of it now where it's like when you start to compare yourself to other people, when you see the people that have the girlfriends or that are talking to the girls, like, I don't want to be like you. So
'Cause
yes,
they're
I'm not
lame,
gonna fit.
and their
in.
girlfriends are lame,
The
and
DU,
they're lame.
The DU people, I didn't fit in with them because that's how I saw it. It was like, I'm not
They
gonna
didn't
like.
give you the opportunity.
Well,
they never accepted you.
they never-
now
I'm not-
Denver.
I'm not
Denver-
driving tonight, Chad. I'm
Den-
not driving. Let's go.
Denver becomes a place, has become a city where you need to be accepted to fit in downtown now. Like people who are out need to accept you with as part of them,
Bro, we
and
went
then
out
they'll
for-
come talk to you.
We went out for his birthday and there's a fucking $50 cover.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
so everything is so expensive now, and it's like,
Yeah.
even
No,
though
it
I
is.
have enough money where it's not like gonna break the, you know how I got it, chat. You know what's up. All right, it's not gonna break the bank. This is just water under the bridge, baby. This is nothing. This is fingernail clippings. You know what I mean? But no, like,
So
it sucks to go out and spend $150 to see half a show. Like, you know, it just felt like back in 20, like, let's say 18, 19. I like had places I went, I had parties I went to. I knew like the door people, or I knew people who were like in the scene, or I knew people
Yeah.
who worked there, or like even just recognize people from
Okay.
going, and like that felt like the norm. And it's like, yes, I guess everyone just pulled back a lot, and a lot of those old events and parties and places don't exist anymore. So it's like going out to try to like reforge that. I'm not like a social
exactly.
culture
But-
like pioneer. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to go, like, I want to enjoy the culture that exists and be part of it. So it's like, I'm not gonna go and try to like start a club night somewhere.
Yes,
So
exactly.
then where do
100%
where
agree
do
with
like
that.
I just
Yeah.
have to either like try to get back in the scene, whatever's still there. But I think a lot of the people who were kind of that era have moved on. Like maybe they settled
Yes.
down.
Well, okay.
Maybe
my
they're more homebodies.
I do have to give some advice, and that's I would never give advice to somebody that you should go try to chase girls in another city, just where you think if you're gonna go somewhere to meet a girl and that's gonna make you happy. No, you need to go to a city that inherently is gonna make you happy. Then I think everything else will work.
I wonder if
Denver may not be his place.
I wonder if
Yeah,
it would
I
be
agree with
next to
that.
family and friends in the Midwest.
It could be. I mean, it could be.
Also, this person can meet women well in the Midwest. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
No, people in the Midwest are nice people, so.
the
So you
Midwest
guys
is-
just
We had
didn't
no
listen.
ideas. We have no ideas for the. Nobody gave us ideas for the Thanksgiving special.
Yeah, what are we supposed to do for our Thanksgiving? Okay,
How about a
Sarah
pumpkin
said
pie eating
feast, or
contest?
Brad said feast.
Oh, I actually love that idea.
How much pumpkin pie you could eat?
Yeah.
A slice.
Or like who can eat an entire pie? The
no,
fastest?
not
the
the tire
pie.
pie.
Oh, come on. You,
2 slices.
A
don't
third.
be babies.
A
third.
third.
It's a whole
third of
pie.
a pie.
A
A
third.
third
A
of a
whole
pie.
pie.
A third of a
Whoever
pie.
eats a whole pie first.
A third of a pie.
Chat, what do you think? Whoever eats the whole pie first wins, right?
Or we buy
Pumpkin
one
eating
pie
competition.
and we split into threes.
Thank you,
No,
Sarah. Thank
we
you,
buy
Sarah.
3 pies and we compete to see
Did
who can
I
Sarah,
not,
you're a
Sarah? Sarah, you were listening, or maybe I'm delusional. Did I not say basically the same thing that they're saying?
All right, let's call it.
Sarah, please.
Sarah,
Sarah,
validate me.
save
Validate me, please.
Save Will,
Alright.
Sarah.
All right, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Good show.
You gotta go to the breath room.
The breath
Good
room.
show.
Midwesterners, Colby.
All right, Neil's
Heart
out.
in the chat.
Everyone, Neil and I weren't fighting, by the way. We're fine.
Yes,
he,
we were.
he said yes, we were, but he's kidding.
I'm not.
He's fine. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm out.
Oh my God, he's not upset. I hope nobody thinks that. I think when you're online on a podcast, when you get in those things, people think it's like more serious than it is.
Yeah, I've got that a couple times.
Also, I'm terrible at being sarcastic, like just keeping it 100.
Well, and we're just passionate people, so then it's like we'll have arguments, but it doesn't actually. We might be yelling at each other, but it's not really that thing. So
I think like this was a banger of an episode, dude. Honestly, I knew it would be. I was feeling it today. My Elon Musk story was so coherent. That's what I loved about it. How it just flowed so naturally.
but you are base.
Guys, look.
Base.
What's up,
Base?
guys? Like and subscribe.
Baser.
Like and subscribe to the channel. You know what's up. WhoInvitedWill.com. Look, guys, we've got a lot of hot things coming up for you. We're going to have a 3-point competition where Neil says he can beat 50% of the NBA. We're going to make
Thanks
a
for
video for
tuning in.
that. We're going to make t-shirts. Will, what were you trying to design that didn't work out?
I'll show you guys later.
Just describe it for the chat. To give them a preview of the merch. What's the merch? Tell them about the drop. What's dropping in the merch drop?
Well, I had who invited. I had W period I period W.
Oh, lose the
period.
periods for sure.
And then some show, and then I actually had join the Whamily or something like that. So I'm not quite sure of all the catchphrases or what we'd use. I don't know if we necessarily have, like, then I was thinking, do we have like a boys, but I don't know if we can necessarily have multiple shirts. I think we need to come up with one design.
Maybe one design in like 2 color patterns or something.
Yeah. And I think that's easy enough
know
to
what I'm
change
saying?
colors and all that stuff, but we have to have one design.
I'm
so
down to
we'll
do
figure it
that.
out.
You know, soon. Ooh, Neil. Whoa, buddy.
Oh, it's a tripping hazard.
We're still going. So yeah. Anyway, Will was just talking about the merch drop. Neil's back. See, he doesn't hate us. He loves us, chat. Hey, let's give it a round of applause for Neil.
He flew in on his drone.
He didn't bring his headphones. He's got the pink headphones of shame.
We
right
should
now.
do a shirt that says like NBA's #1 3-point shooter, Schneider.
Let's
That's
do all the
hilarious.
shirts about Neil's fake accomplishments.
Yeah.
This is a real thing. I can prove it.
Serena's #1 contender.
Yeah.
No, I'll prove it. I'm the best shooter in the NBA.
Yep, there it is. All right, guys. Well, you know what it is. Next week, we're gonna do a Tuesday episode of Thanksgiving extravaganza. So it'll be on Tuesday next week. Other than that, tell a friend. If you enjoyed what you heard, then please just tell somebody to, tune in next week. And
sounds good. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving. If you
don't tune in, have a great Thanksgiving. And love you guys. We'll catch you on the flip side. Another episode.